All right. Make sure everything's working. Alrighty. Da, 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 da. Hi, everyone. Um, Thank you. This is my Phantasmic shirt from my Phantasmic is closed down, so we're only going to have one piece of merch in the entire parks for Phantasmic. uh, Welcome. Thank you, Mac Timmy T, for the follow. Thank you, Chunks, for resubbing. Has it been a month already since your last resub? I know we have to talk about it every time that happens, but yeah. Thank you, Helga. I'm doing all right. I'm a little bit overwhelmed. Um, I did have therapy today, and I'm gonna have therapy on Tuesdays, um, about an hour before stream, every Tuesday for the next 6 weeks. 6 weeks. It's a group therapy thing. Um, so I'm gonna. I don't know. We'll see how I'm doing stream to stream. Apparently, I stopped using Prime because it annoyed me. Um, yeah, because the Prime doesn't have the automatic resubs. So I think that was the conclusion that we came to last week. I gotta figure out this camera angle because right now, there we go. Right now, the chat is way too far from the camera. Um, Thank you for your concern, Mac Timmy. I think we'll get to it in just a little bit. Just wanted to warm up, say hi to everyone. Today's going to be a slightly different stream, just as far as content goes. Normally, we build Lego sets. I am running out of Lego sets. My ad is about to start. It hasn't been an hour yet. But welcome, Mac. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you here. A lot of people may be tuning in for this because I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 new followers since that video went out. How's BR? By BR, do you mean Britain? When I went to England a few months ago? Is that what you're talking about? Um, yes, I'm still gonna play the Disney game. Disney game. It's Bird. Hey, look, candy. I'm gonna pick up this candy real quick. Uh, yes, I am gonna play the Disney game once we get back into it. Hey, it's fine. It's fine if you missed the streams. Um, the last ones we did. Oh no. What is echoing? When I go to the game, it echoes. Let me check the. Hmm. Okay. Let's see here. You know, sometimes just doesn't. Things don't want to work. Okay. Now it's good. Now it's good because I muted the game. I gotta figure out da, 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 where the audio for this is coming from. The audio device is going to be digital interface. Close. Okay, now if I unmute it, seems like it's there. Do I need to throw on headphones and double check? It is a friendly reminder. I thought I disabled the What is this magical Disney game? But being in Ireland makes watching hard, and I forgot until I saw the video today. I'm sorry that today's the day that you decided to watch. Let's see here.
when I tell Grimsby about this place, he's never gonna believe me.
Should be working. Okay. Sound should be working. I'm in Norway, so an even hour later for me. Called basically to sometimes catch half an hour or two before falling asleep. Well, I'm glad I can help you guys fall asleep. I know Helga Sanchez is in here almost every week, and he... Oh, yeah, that's who left the comment. The colors keep changing, so I keep missing out on who's who. But yeah. Hopefully, I have my Saturday stream coming up, which is a charity stream. I'm aiming to start at noon my time and finish noon my time on Sunday. So hopefully everyone in the UK, everyone in Norway, everyone across the world who wants to see will be able to tune in for at least a little bit, and I will try to keep the energy up. Frog Lover, welcome to the chat. Hi, I'm new. I saw you on TikTok because of the Arabic a few days ago. I'm assuming you're talking about the Aladdin video. Because that one, oh my goodness. The Aladdin video, the response to that was crazy. Definitely need chai for that stream. Yes, I will have my chai. I will have my energy drinks. I will have Birdie Bot's every flavored beans. So I will have enough to keep me going. I'm looking forward to the 24-hour live. I have a wild sleep hour, so I should be able to jump in lots. I hope so. I hope you can join in. And given the subject matter and what you've already said about it, I think it'll be fascinating to join. So just a heads up on how that's going before I get into stuff. I'm setting up the stream. The stream is scheduled. I am setting up the connection to the Trevor project. So because all of my streams, yeah, they started stacking earlier this month, actually. But the ads, the pre-rolls are off for the next 20 minutes, and I don't know when the next ad is. So yeah, I've set up my stream with the Trevor project. Because my stream is in the United States, because all of my billing and taxes and stuff are in the United States, I'm connecting the stream to the Trevor project. That way I don't lose any funds to transaction fees, to foreign fees, to all that stuff. So if you are comfortable donating directly to the Twitch, I will have a donation goal set up. And if you want to donate towards that goal, it will go to the Trevor project. But I also understand that other organizations in the UK are directly combating what JKR is doing. So I want to give them, I want to support them as well. So if you're more comfortable donating directly to them with the transaction fees and stuff, that won't be through the stream, but I will make links and stuff available for at least one of those groups. Also, I'm trying to set up a Discord. I know, I don't have nice things to say about Discord. I'm trying to set up a Discord just so that if people want to, throughout the stream, share their experiences of what it is like to be trans or gender diverse, they can do so. I will also set up something that is not Discord, that you don't need to sign in or give any of your identifying information to actually use, in case people want to stay anonymous, even to me. Discord will probably just be audio, but if I can do video as well, and if people are comfortable sharing their face, then even better. Yeah, Discord overwhelms me too. So I'll figure out something, but the thing is, I'm cis, straight, and white on the inside, so the last thing people want me to do is talk about trans issues in an in-depth way, especially because it's out of my field of knowledge. I haven't, if I'm being honest, I haven't made effort to learn about trans issues because I don't think I have to understand it on a detailed level to care about people. Just like, okay, if you're trans, it's cool. I don't need to know the details, but you're still valuable as a human being and we're still friends. But because it's a charity stream, and because my content is sometimes educational, I just want to leave that door open. No. I'm just talking about Saturday stuff as people are sort of coming in. Yeah. So I want to give that opportunity to people who do have something to say something about it. The sound went low after the ad. Maybe if I move the microphone closer. I wonder if that'll help. Yeah, so that's my plan for Saturday so far. Hoping to start at noon, hoping to end by noon. And I will all day. Okay, so I'm hoping to start at noon on Saturday and end noon on Sunday. So if you're off call by Sunday, hopefully you can catch the end of it. But yeah, that's my plan for that. I can't figure out how to make subs and gifts and stuff like that go directly to the charity. So I will either so the Twitch support and Streamlabs support say that you shouldn't put your own personal payment information for the charity because it ruins your credibility or whatever, and it makes people think that you're a scam, which I totally understand. I'm not going to do that. So I'm just gonna see if I can turn off the bits and gifts and stuff like that, so that if anybody spends money on the stream on Saturday, it will hopefully be to the charity donation. Just slam that charity donation button. So yeah, that's the plan for Saturday. Thank you all for joining here. Those of you who've been in my stream previously will know that for a while now, hydration check, thank you. Got my Thor Love and Thunder cup this time. For those of you that were here on Sunday, well, not here, but on the Keek Show on Sunday, you may have noticed that I have my Thor Love and Thunder cup and I have my Black Adam popcorn bucket, just because they were out of the Black Adam cups. I wanted to do the whole Black Adam thing. So yeah, those of you who've been following me for a while will know that I've wanted to start an internet conspiracy theory online for a while. And this Friday, or this Thursday and Friday, I had the opportunity to do that. So if we're being honest, the Aladdin video from Friday, it's not true. The first 30 seconds are as accurate as I can be. There was a spelling error in there. But then after I say that blatant racism is not allowed in my comments, everything after that was made up. It was all pretend. Yeah, so that's the confession. I made it up. And I thought it would be fun because if you look at my video thumbnails, that one's labeled Aladdin Conspiracy 2. And in Aladdin Conspiracy 1, the caption says this video is for goofs, please don't take it seriously. And the comments, one of the most upvoted or one of the most liked comments says, I'm trying my hand at conspiracy theories. So then the follow-up video for that was the conspiracy theory. And like all good conspiracy theories, you need to start with something true and then very, very quickly go into the made up stuff. And that's what I did. I started with something true and then I went immediately into the made up stuff. But then that video did something unexpected and it blew up. And I think as of this stream, it has 600 something thousand views, making it my most successful video of the month. And thanks, taters. Yeah, so it completely went off the rails, and I started getting comments most of the comments, if you go to that video, are, I learned something new. Thanks for educating me. I can't believe Disney put this much thought and effort into it going in. And that made me feel really, really bad. Like I genuinely feel bad about that because I didn't label the video as being made up like I did with the previous one. And I didn't clarify that I was making it up like I did with the third video. But the second video is the one that everybody saw. And I got 8,000 new followers from that video. So many views, so many comments. It's absolutely crazy. And I feel bad because a lot of people thought I was genuinely educating about something. And I was for the first like 15 or so seconds. And then I was just making stuff up. So the truth is, Aladdin is not Christian. He has never been Christian. After therapy today, I went back home and I got the book and I did a quick read through just to make sure that when I came on here and tell you that he's not Christian, that I have something to back it up. So in the original story, instead of being approached by Jafar to get the magic lamp, no, Mac. Oh, thank you for the stretch. Oh, that's a good stretch. No, Mac, not a single... Actually, no. One person partially called me out. But not a single other person called me out for making up anything. So in the original story, instead of being approached by Jafar, who is the vizier or the assistant to the Sultan, he is approached by a magician pretending to be a Sufi dervish. Sufi is the ascetic type of Muslim. And the way that he convinces Aladdin to come to the cave and grab the lamp is he convinces Aladdin that he can make him into a Khwaja. And a Khwaja is also a Sufi Muslim. So that doesn't convince him, obviously, so he changes his mind and says, I can make you incredibly rich instead. So we know that Aladdin is Muslim from the beginning of the story because he is at least a little bit tempted by becoming a Sufi, by becoming a more devout Muslim. When he gets trapped in the cave, the equivalent of the Cave of Wonders in the movie, he recites the Quran. When he brings the lamp back to his mom says, get rid of it because that's what Prophet Muhammad said to do. And then when he does his little get rich quick scheme, one of the merchants approaches him and says, hey, because you're Muslim, you should sell your goods to other Muslims. I'm not going to quote him directly because he's really anti-Semitic about it. But yeah, Aladdin is 100% Muslim. He's not Christian at all. Baba and Al-Babwa are not etymologically related at all. And I feel like... Now, this is the part that I don't have confirmed. I feel like Disney just looked at Alibaba and thought, how can we make this more racist? And then came up with Ali Ababwa. Ababwa doesn't actually mean anything, but it is in no way related to Al-Babwa. And the one thing that somebody partially called me out on is that Al-Babwa is an archaic term. Nobody actually uses the word Al-Babwa to refer to the papacy, the job of the Pope. The correct word, the more accurate word is Al-Babwiya, which is literally just one letter off. So that's what I got called out on. But no, I made it all up. And yeah. Did you know that Aladdin is the first movie I ever went to? I think I still have the ticket somewhere. That's very cool, especially if you still have the ticket. I cannot make that claim because Aladdin came out before I was born. I think the first movie that I went to see was The Lion King. But that's only because other people told me that they took me to The Lion King. My aunt told me that she took me to The Lion King. But this is why people think you're Hank Green. He does this. Does he lie about stuff? I'm absolutely impressed by your brain. The fact that you managed to come up with all of that is incredible. Yeah, yeah. It's just, maybe that's what the concussion did to me. Just making connections that don't exist. Um, but yeah, so it's my most popular video of the month. It got me so many new followers. It got me followers here. It got me followers on Twitter. It got me followers on YouTube. Um, and it's a lie. It is 60-70% lie. So yeah, I thought Hank Green was a trusted source. Hank Green is a trusted source, just not on TikTok. On his YouTube videos, when his YouTube videos are written by other people, he is a trusted source. Crash Course is written by actual teachers who know the American curriculum. SciShow is written by actual science, and he researches science journals. Um, but I have seen so many takedowns of Hank Green's videos on TikTok about him just being same thing that I did, starting off correct and then taking a wrong turn somewhere in a way that makes everything wrong. I just had to look up. It was 1992. The only reason I know that is because I have a soccer jersey. I should have worn the soccer jersey, but it's short sleeve, so I'm not going to wear it on stream. Um, that says Agrabah Airlines on the front, and it says Aladdin 92 on the back. So 1992. You made up a story and got called out on semantics. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's pretty much it. um, so yeah, I got called out on the semantics. Al-Babwa is no longer used. Al-Babwiya is the more correct term. And I got called out on the spelling error. But I made the follow-up video about the Hamza, which addressed the spelling error. I apologize for that. And then explained what a Hamza was, because I know most of my audience does not read Arabic. Did I write the script before the video, or was it improvised? So all of my TikTok videos, I don't, with the exception of one, I don't write a script. Mostly I come up with an idea and then I just repeat it over and over and over and over and over in my head, until I've ironed it out, and then I just record it. Usually it takes multiple attempts. I can't speak too fast, so sometimes you'll notice that I slow down in the middle of a sentence. That's because on the first 2 or 3 takes, I stumbled over the words and mispronounced something. So then on the 4th take, I have to slow down on that one. Yeah. I got 2 concussions a few months ago, and I forgot to rest, and I forgot to be careful, and I forgot to not look at screens. So I think the damage is done. Are there only 6 of us watching? Are we the only ones that know this secret? There are 22 people watching. I'm not sure. Streamlabs is telling me 27. Twitch is telling me 22, which is the most viewers that I've had for a stream, I think, ever. So the video worked. My parents are risking my baby life in the height of flu season. Oh, no. Oh, to go see Aladdin. I'm watching on 2 devices. Okay. Oh, yeah. So now it's 24 and 27. So that counts for Little Tater's 2 devices. So, speaking of The Lion King, first movie we ever played, or first movie we've ever seen. No, sorry. I hope your brain still heals and there aren't too many issues. If there are issues, the damage is done. The damage is done. I haven't done enough to maintain anything. So, here we are in Disney's Dreamlight Valley. That's me. I'm dressed up as a pirate. This is my house. So for those of you who don't know, I'm going to turn down the video game volume just so you guys can hear me properly. For those of you who don't know, Disney's Dreamlight Valley is like Stardew Valley. I haven't played Stardew Valley. And it's like Animal Crossing. So basically, this is my village, and I have to maintain the village. This is Mickey's house. Mickey lives here. This is Minnie's house. If we go over here, yeah, it was just raining before the stream started. That's why. This is Scrooge McDuck's store, so we can go in here and buy stuff from Scrooge McDuck. This is Remy's house. It's such a big house for such a small character. Thank you for the follow, Blue Phoenix Alex. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. This is Chez Remy, his restaurant. Can we see the sign? We can't see the sign. That's Chez Remy, the restaurant. Why is my character so freaking tall? Because I'm 6'4". Because I'm tall. See, look, I'm 7 feet tall in this game because I guess that's the height of a standard doorway. But no, I'm a tall boy. So here I am being a tall, not boy. Remy the Ratatouille, the rat of all my dreams. Here we have a little, maybe the door frames are just small. Yeah, it is a kid's game. Yes, I'm 6'4". I'm 6'4". They're not married, so the conservatives won't let them. Who, Mickey and Minnie? Mickey and Minnie are... So I've heard conflicting sources on that. The most recent one that I've heard is that they were married off screen. But before that, this is Elsa's house, by the way. Mystical Cave. But before that, I heard that they were never, like Walt Disney never wanted them to get married. Just because the relationship is different when you're married and when you're dating. So he wanted to keep like that honeymoon period. Lie to me about Aladdin all you want, but you better not be lying to you about the height. No, I'm 6'4". Last time I went to the doctor, I was 6'4". This is Anna and Kristoff's house. Not Kristoff. Yes. Kristoff. That's his name. But no, yeah, I'm 6'4". Why do you think you can't see my face when I do a stretch? This is Prince Eric's house. It's right next to Ariel's house. There's a small boat that Prince Eric gave me. I thought it would be bigger. This is the Night Thorns from the Forgetting. It's because you haven't seen me in person. And then we go over here, we have Moana's boat. Moana likes to go out and fish, so I can collect her fish. I placed these buildings. So when I started the game, the only houses that were there were Mickey, Goofy, and Merlin. All the other people I got to place and rearrange. Akila 6'7", don't let him tell you otherwise. Simply shrink too tall. Yeah. So
Hi there, pal.
I'm going to just sell all my stuff real quick because I don't need any of it. This is the problem with this game and so many other games is that the inventory is too small. I never know what I'm doing with the inventory. Okay. And sell these sticks too. If I'm 7 foot, Goofy is like 9 feet, which is horrifying. Yeah, including the hat. He's about 8.5 feet. So yeah, the sizes in this are all off. But yeah, so this is the game so far. This is my island. Let's go see the rest of the island. I haven't played anything since the update, but I have been looking at their Twitter. So there's Halloween candy around. There's Halloween decorations. And then obviously the Lion King stuff. This is Maui's house. And this is Moana's house. Good old Dippy Dog. Goofy has no right. That's pure nightmare fool. 8.5 foot Goofy. The kids seem to love 8.5 foot Goofy. I've seen him at the parks. The kids love him. This is Mother Gothel's house. Mother Gothel from Tangled. I don't think Goofy is tall enough to be a kaiju. He doesn't. And then Ursula's house is somewhere here too. I don't remember where Ursula's house is. Oh, Ursula's house is behind Prince Eric's house. I forgot. I should put Ursula's house in here. I always figured Goofy was tall, but I also figured Donald and Mickey were short. I do like that the tools don't take up inventory space. Yeah, the tools don't take up inventory space, but I also only have 5 tools. I have a camera, pickaxe, fishing rod, shovel, and watering pot. So it's good that they don't take up space, but you also have to earn them through storytelling. And here's Merlin's house. So here's Mother Gothel. You're looking a bit run down. Uh-huh, thanks. She's always mean. Here's Kristoff. I still don't understand why they are sparkly. I think the story reason is that they're connected to some sort of dream world. But now that the story's done, they shouldn't be connected anymore, so I don't know. This is Goofy's house. Okay, Goofy does not have a standard 7-foot door. I don't know how he fits in this thing. And then this is Donald's house over here. You can tell because of the hat. So that's the neighborhood. Welcome to the neighborhood. Yeah, he would have to bend in half to get to that neighborhood. And then obviously we have... Oh, hi, Wally. There's Wally. Hi. I'm going to talk to Wally real quick. Can I talk to Wally? I can talk to Wally. Got something to show me, Wally? Ooh. Wally's showing me something. It's what is Wally showing me? He's got nothing in his hands. He's showing me a leaf. Let's just pretend he's showing me a leaf. That's a leaf, Wally. A very nice leaf. Huh? Well, a leaf is... very common in the forest, a tiny part of a tree, like a tree's hair, only it falls out once a year. That's the obvious right answer. Thanks, Wally. So one of the things that I'm in therapy for is figuring out how to make friends. This game is not helping with that. Because all the people that I talk to, you can see how it says max level reached. So if I try to make small talk with Mickey Mouse, we don't become better friends. So there's no incentive for me to talk to this guy. If you can ask me anything, we're friends. Ha ha. How are you happy all the time? Have you ever gotten in trouble? Who is your favorite friend? Ooh, let's start some drama. Who's your favorite friend, Mickey? Gosh, that's a tough one. I love all my pals. Goofy makes me laugh. Donald's always there for me when I need him. And you're so easy to talk to. After I just... Oh my god. I feel bad now. I just said that I don't want to talk to him. But I'm so easy to talk to. Oh, poor Mickey. And of course, Minnie's the best sweetheart a fella could ask for. Friend-zoned. Ooh, he friend-zoned his wife or girlfriend. There's Donald. There's Ariel. Hi, Ariel. Important question, seeing as I mentioned kaiju. Is Clifford the Big Red Dog a kaiju? Aren't kaiju born that big? Kaiju are naturally giant. Clifford is not naturally giant. Clifford is only giant because What's-Her-Face loved him so much. You can ask anything. Here are the 3 allowed questions. Yeah, it changes sometimes. Oh, buddy. Let's talk to Scar.
Oh, hello.
Well, if it isn't Ox. It's been far too long since you came round to visit. Yeah, because you were just unlocked on Wednesday, Scar. I couldn't talk to you before Wednesday. I was not prepared. I was good at making friends for a while. Now I suck at keeping them. Me too. That's why I'm going to class for it. You know they have classes for that? The voices. I keep thinking it's the game. It's not the game. It's me. If someone on the street told me a leaf is like tree hair that falls out once a year, we'd become instant friends. Good. I'm glad I gave that answer to the little robot. I was beginning to think you'd leave me something. I missed it. Here forever. Scar? Do we know each other? You're so cute. Can I scratch behind the ears? Ooh. So just like elementary school tests, the dialogue trees in this always have one wrong answer. I'm gonna say you're so cute. Why not? You could try. If you'd like to become acquainted with my claws. No thanks. Don't mistake my conviviality for equality. Okay, I gotta pull up a dictionary. I thought this was a kid's game. Conviviality. The quality of being friendly, lively, friendly. Okay, could have said that. Scar. Don't mistake my friendliness for equality. What is equality now? Egalite. Equality. Sure. Okay. That. Scar, you're not making any sense. In fact, quite the contrary. My non-friendliness is unequal. Before the forgetting, you were one of my most loyal assistants. Doubt it. Doubt. When I ruled over this entire valley. Égalité, fraternité, liberté. Yeah, I got it from that. I didn't know if it had a different meaning in English. Because Scar doesn't like those things. I have this issue where I feel like everyone is way cooler than me, so I never want to message people first or anything. Taters, maybe you should come to my class, because that's the exact reason that I went. You're exaggerating? Huh? I'm going to play dumb on this one. Huh? Really? You ruled over this entire galaxy? Okay, spoilers for the game, by the way. I am the long-lost ruler of the village, of the valley. So I know that Scar is lying, because it's me. I'm the king. Also, I'm always convinced like people I consider friends don't consider me their friend. Yeah, they're just being nice. They're not actually my friend. They're just good people. And they're too nice to say that I'm annoying them, so they don't say it. So it's better if I don't reach out to them first. Taters, you're my friend. I'm glad you reached out, and I'm always happy to receive comments and messages from you. Yeah. That's okay. It's not like a scheduled part of my day, but that's one of my favorite parts of the day is that because Taters, if you don't know, Taters only logs into TikTok once in a while, like once every couple days. So when I open up TikTok, because I'm constantly on it, and I have like 10 new notifications from Taters, it's like the best feeling in the world. Taters is amazing. Blue Phoenix Alex, for me personally, I feel like I don't want to annoy people by messaging and have a hard time judging how close we are. Is it? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. So maybe it is good that Chydration check, thank you. Today's chai is an ice cap. I'm still too lazy to make chai. Okay. Maybe it's good that I have my therapy on the same day as stream day. Because when Blue Phoenix Alex says something like, I feel like I don't want to annoy people by messaging and I have a hard time judging how close we are, lol. We got a chart for that. I'm not going to hold it any closer because I don't want you to see my notes. But we have a chart to judge how close friends are. I mean, it's free therapy for me too because it's Canada and they have that. Let me see if I can find the source for this. self.com/blog/levels of friendship. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Okay, this is gonna mess up my camera, but give me 1 second. Okay, let me fix the camera real quick. I switched webcams because one of them wasn't working, and one of them is much bigger than the other one. So let me just fix this camera real quick. Okay. Da 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 da. There we go. Little peek inside the baseball. That's right. I'm not a fancy pants streamer. Close enough. All right. So here we have the 4 levels of friendship. In general, non-romantic relationships fits into one of these following categories. 2 group therapies for the free price of 1. So, number 1. Oh. Never mind. My chart has 5 categories. The 5th category is strangers. So we're going to start with the 4th category, which is acquaintances. These are people you recognize and who recognize you. You may chat to them occasionally, know some basic facts about them, make small talk. For example, if you are acquainted with your neighbor, you might know their full name and what kind of job they do. Or if you have acquaintances at work, you might make small talk with them in the break room about your jobs. Acquaintances are polite and friendly when they happen to meet. There we go. Sorry, the chat was breaking it. But they don't make plans to see one another. For example, if you've met someone at the library on several occasions, chatted about books without making firm plans to see each other again, they would fall into the acquaintance category. So for me, the acquaintances are the acquaintances are the ones that I hang out with because I have to. So like when I moved here, I didn't have any friends, but I fell in with my sister-in-law's friend group. So when I'm hanging out with her friends, those are acquaintances because I don't make plans to hang out with them one-on-one. When the group's doing something, I'm part of the group. So those are my acquaintances. How do you know if you should make plans? Well, since relationships go both ways, if you feel like you want to spend more time with them and they feel like they want to spend more time with you, then you make plans. Right. So Chunks' friends at the library, I feel like those wouldn't count as acquaintances because you meet them on a regular basis at the library. There's an expectation that y'all are going to be at the library hanging out with each other. So in a way, you've sort of non-verbally made plans, right? The plan is to be at the library on a regular basis to hang out with each other, or on a semi-regular basis to hang out with each other. Or the plan is if you are at the library at the same time, then you're going to meet up, then you're going to say hi, then you're going to hang for a little bit, right? But I think I'm just going to assume that this was written by like somebody who doesn't go to the library. Like I go to the library maybe a couple times a month. So if I start chatting up somebody there, but I don't make an effort to go to the library more often because of that, I would consider that an acquaintance. I make plans in the most awkward way, like if you want to or not, no pressure. You know, you'd rather never speak to me again, but that's cool, because same. I used to do the same thing. But I've changed one small thing. And the one small thing that I've changed is I want to do this. Now that may be a little bit awkward at first. It's really difficult to say at first, but it changes the whole scenario. So it goes from, yeah, maybe if you want to hang out, blah, 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 and wishy-washy, because then you don't want to because then they don't want to hang out with you, right? If you're not enthusiastic about hanging out with them, they're not going to be enthusiastic about hanging out with you. So I say, I would like to spend time with you. That's the most awkward way you can say it, but you can say, I would like to go to the zoo with you. Would you like to go to the zoo? Right? Exact same question, different phrasing, right? I would like to go to the zoo with you, right? Even what Chunks is saying, I do better with I'm doing X, you're free to join. Some people don't take that as a hint, right? That works for some people, it doesn't work for everyone. Because like if I say I'm going to the zoo, feel free to join, someone else is going to be like, All right, you go to the zoo. You like the zoo, go to the zoo. But if I say I want to go to the zoo with you, then exact same question that Taters was asking, they can be like, actually, I don't want to hang out. Actually, I don't like the zoo. Then you stop being friends with them, obviously. But it makes it a lot more clear, right? And then you can move forward from there. And then if they say no, you can still go to the zoo, right? I can say personally that if somebody says I'm free to join, they don't actually want me there. Yes, right? So if you're hanging out with Haley, Haley's going to say, oh, that means you don't want me there. You're no longer friends with Haley, right? So be as specific as you can. And it's hard at first. It's hard at first. But those are the steps you need to take with clear communication, right? Let's move on to casual friends. Man, I wish the waitlist for therapy in Manitoba wasn't so long. So I'm Alex. Since you're in Manitoba and I'm in Alberta, I'm not in therapy. I am at CMHA, Canadian Mental Health Association. If there is one near you in Manitoba, mine's like I could throw a Lego brick and hit the Canadian Mental Health Association. Um, if there is one near you in Manitoba, check it out. Go there. It's a bit awkward at first because a bunch of people there are like recovering drug addicts and stuff. And if you're not that, you'll feel really out of place. But check it out. That's where I'm taking this friendship class, and it's free, and there's no wait list at the Canadian Mental Health Association. You need to hunt everyone down on the wait list before you go. We'll keep quiet. Oh no, Zeus. Zeus, that adds to the problems. We can't be adding guilt to this. Okay, casual friends. Casual friends enjoy one another's company and usually make plans to meet up. Unlike acquaintances, casual friends go beyond shallow topics during their conversation. So this is what I think Chunks was talking about with their library friends. Because I'm assuming you don't have, hey, how are you? Nice weather. We're having conversations with your library friends, right? I'm assuming it's a little bit more personal than that. If it's not, then maybe they are acquaintances according to this definition. So who knows? For example, an acquaintance might tell you their job title and where they work. A casual friend might share that they don't like their coworkers much and are thinking of looking for a new job. However, at this stage, you don't share sensitive personal information or open up about delicate or controversial topics. For example, you probably wouldn't tell a casual friend about your relationship problems. Think about the people that this applies to. On my list, I have three. I have three casual friends that I learned about in class. This kind of friendship is usually based on a shared hobby, job, or situation. For example, perhaps you have a friend at work you eat lunch with a couple times per week because they're fun to hang out with. So that's the thing. You're hanging out with them because you like hanging out with them. And the assumption is, for all y'all low self-esteem people like Taters out there, you're hanging out with them because you like to spend time with them. Maybe, just maybe, they're hanging out with you because they like to spend time with you. Maybe. Same thing goes for other low self-esteem thoughts. If you're worried that, oh, everyone's looking at me, everybody's thinking about me, everybody remembers the mistakes that I make, how many times do you dwell on the mistakes of other people? Maybe everyone is thinking about themselves as much as you're thinking about yourself. And they're not thinking about you because you're not thinking about them. Unless you are thinking about them, in which case the metaphor doesn't work. This is hard for me because I will be personal with strangers and act like strangers with people who are friends. Welcome to the spectrum. Yeah, so this is why it's levels of friendship and not levels of personal expression, right? And this is going to be hard for neurodivergent people, but this is not about how much you're giving. This is the combination of how much you're giving and how much you're receiving, right? And that's why it's hard for neurodivergent people, because unless somebody is explicitly stating something or explicitly doing something or following the instructions, we can't always tell how much we're getting back, right? So we need to look at our own experiences and say, are they giving what we're giving? Like, look at what you're giving. Is somebody giving that to you? Can you tell, right? Because the thing about friendship is that these things go both ways, right? If you want to improve your social skills, self-confidence, and ability to bond, take our 1-minute quiz. That seems like a scam. Neurotypical non-autistic social standards are exhausting. Yeah, because they're made up. They're made up. There's nothing that you can, unless somebody goes out on an expedition and charts the social standards of non-autistic people. How are you supposed to know what they are? They're not intuitive at all. At this level, 2 people feel and show meaningful affection, concern for one another. Here are some common characteristics of close friendships. You feel able to reach out to each other any other time. You're happy to help one another in times of need, right? So this is what I'm seeing in my chat between Chunks and Taters. They're reaching out to each other outside of this shared social space to help each other, right? That would fit into this category. Now, obviously, the categories aren't like strict. You can fluctuate between them, but like there's different criteria in each. I hate it because neurodivergent people take classes and get special ed, but neurotypical people do very little to understand neurodivergence. Yeah. Such is the social definition of disability. The funny part of this list is the travel stranger, the close friend for the flight that you never see again. Yeah. That was something that threw me off in class, because occasional contact only is listed under acquaintances, but the person that I have listed as my closest friend, I only talk to like maybe once a month. But I know that when I talk to them, when I need someone, that's the person that I'm going to turn to. And when they need someone, I'm the person that they're going to turn to, even though we don't talk a lot, right? So it's, like I said, these are not strict categories at all. These are just things to look out for. And if you're looking for an explanation of what the neurotypicals do, this might be what you're looking for. I don't have any issues with neurodivergent friends, neither does Nicola. It is just the neurotypicals that we can't handle. Yeah, because they're fake. Because they're fake. All right. Intimate friends, intimate friendship. I have this listed as good friends. No, close friends. Close friends. Maybe intimate has some intimations. An intimate friendship is similar to a close friendship. Intimate friends trust, accept, and support one another. So this is closer to your unconditional friendship, or with very, very few conditions, right? And this is what I was talking about. Let's go back to chat. This is what I was talking about in regards to the what was it? Motivational speakers. For the motivational speakers, every relationship is a conditional relationship, right? You need to give them something in order for them to spend time with you, be honest with you, perform the friendship, right? You need to cater to them, cater to their needs, go out of your way to do so in order for them to perform the friendship. Whereas for what is labeled as closest friends on my list and intimate friends on the list that we just looked at, those conditions sort of go away. They're your friend no matter what happens. Like, and then obviously there's exceptions. Like, you could have a falling out. You can ruin the friendship. You could turn the friendship into a something else ship. Things can happen, but by and large, those conditions, in order to maintain the friendship, those conditions aren't there, right? And I'm just now realizing that I forgot to put my game on stream mode. So the entire first hour of this video is going to be blocked. He's going to be blocked on the VOD because the music. So I got to get through this conversation with Scar, my new best friend Scar, and then change the music here. Absolutely. Why? I may have let you watch over the rest of the village. Yeah, I was watching over the rest of the village. But when it comes to the Sunlit Plateau, everyone knows that I'm the rightful king. Yeah, that's why you live in an elephant, dog. Of course, there's little worth ruling over here, since the river dried up. No, it didn't. You guys saw the river on the way here, right? What happened to the river? I can only presume that something's blocking it, and the land has grown so parched that there's no prey. Without water, there's no life. The power within the power of nurturing has died out. The pillar of nurturing, sorry. So dry, such lack of water. Hydration check, fam. And the most tragic part is it's all your fault. My fault? Wait, what? Oh, another hydration check. Thanks, Haley. Yes, all this began when you abandoned the valley. Though perhaps with my guidance, you can set it all right. Why should I help you? Why did the pillar dry out? Just tell me what I need to do. I mean, I have to help you to continue the game. Just tell me what I need to do. Must I do everything myself? Find out what's blocking the river. So you're not doing anything. The water flows from the depth of the Vitalis mines beneath the cliffs on the Sunlit Plateau. Okay. There are mines beneath the cliff? What did they mine in there? My thoughts exactly. I didn't know there were mines there. I haven't the faintest idea, as it was nothing of value to me. Search the mines until you find what's blocking the flow of the river. And then, and don't forget this part, fix it. Thanks. Thanks, Scar. I was just going to go see what was wrong and then leave and go fishing with Moana. That was my plan. Only then will you restore life to my kingdom and earn your way back into my good graces. Fine. Okay, let's fix the music on this. Streamer friendly mode on. Okay. Akio's plan has solid merits. What, just going there, seeing what's wrong, and then not doing anything? I think that's fine. I think that's a fine way of doing things. Catching up on chat, Alex says, it would be really cool if they taught about neurodivergence in school because I realized I was trans almost a full year before realizing I'm probably also autistic. This is a PC game, but I'm playing it on Switch because I have it on Switch. I don't have it on PC. And I'm playing it on Switch so I can play it at home too. So this part is dry. This part is dry. But the reason I'm confused is because this part is not dry. And there's birds. He can catch the birds. And there's a river. There's a whole river. Oh, there's the mines. Okay. There's a whole river here that he could have just... Okay, this was not purple last time, but... Yeah, okay. Yeah, Haley, if you have time... The river was not purple last time. If you have time, wait until next year. Because I heard that they are releasing a free version instead of the $90 version that I have. So maybe that might be worth it. I think the free version you have to pay to unlock like clothes and stuff like that. But you know. Yeah, this is like the beta testing, but it's paid. There is not group play. This is a single player game. Group play, I have to check out Lego Brawlers for group play. That's the one that was supposed to have group play. There's a treasure chest there. That's a thing. Is that the Vitality? I can't get there. Okay. $90 paid beta testing. I don't think it's beta testing. I think it's just advanced. You have to pay for the advanced copy. Okay, here's the thing. Is this... Let's see what this is. Lego Brawlers. I know. I didn't see any advertising for Lego Brawlers either. I saw it because the GameStop near my doctor's office put it out early, like a day before it was supposed to come out. I think this is what I'm supposed to be looking for. Can I go down here? I can't go down there. Okay, let's get through these rocks now. Yeah, I didn't see any ads for Lego Brawlers. I had no idea what it was until I went to GameStop. And apparently it's a Lego version of Super Smash Bros. Yeah, if it was group play, I'd post my friend code and we could all play together. This is not group play. I still need to look into Lego Brawlers, because if that one is group play, I will play with other people on stream, whoever has a Switch. Or if you can do cross-platform, then whoever has it. I make bad choices to play games with people. Yeah, I need to start doing that. I play games alone. Okay, treasure chest. What's in the treasure chest? Yeah, so okay, I got distracted by the game. But going back to Alex's comment about the overlap between trans and neurodivergence, in my understanding at least, and I don't understand a lot, it's because it's all made up. Like the social norms of socializing and the social norms of gender are not intuitive. So you're just supposed to like accept it when you're a kid and then live the rest of your life that way. So obviously there's going to be an overlap between not understanding the made up social cues of life and not understanding the made up social cues of gender. But I don't think they teach about it in school because it's still like a relatively new area of research. Because for so long, like for like literally thousands of years, people don't care if you're trans. You're just a person. And still in many places, people don't care if you're trans. You're just a person. But now that transness has become like a political issue and people are using that as an excuse to do violence against other people, now it's time to look into it. Now it's time to do the research and all that stuff. That's why I said at the beginning of the stream, I don't think you need to understand the intricacies of gender diversity to appreciate other people. Like, I honestly don't think you need to do that. It's good to learn about it. It can be interesting. It can be life-altering if you learn something about yourself or someone else that you know that may change your perception of yourself or someone else that you know. But I don't think it's you don't need to know. It's not necessary information if it's not something that's relevant to you. Maybe you do need a Switch. I would recommend a Switch to everybody. I hate playing multiplayer games because I feel like I'm not doing good enough for other person. Why I'm really sad the new game of the Rusty Lake is people multiplayer only. Oh, is there an ad running? I forgot the notification. Did you guys get the notification? Gender can be incorporated into masking behaviors, which is neat and strange. Strange in a way that all people are strange. Yeah. Who was the actor that just... I think they're on House of Dragon or Lord of the Rings. I don't remember which. And an article came out that's like... It's a female presenting actor that's like, I am non-binary, but I'm really good at playing female characters. And a bunch of people who didn't understand it are like, yeah, it's because she's a female, blah, 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 blah. You know, TERF nonsense. Not TERF nonsense, but like trans exclusionary nonsense. Femme presenting, sorry. See, still learning. And then yeah, but like maybe the reason why they're femme presenting and the reason why they play femme characters is related. Maybe that's the reason that they're femme presenting, is because they're comfortable portraying themselves as a femme person, and that's why they do it in movies too. Like, yeah, Pat Lawler had a TikTok on it as well. I haven't seen his, but he talks about he's NB, so he talks about it a whole bunch, and he's very engaging when he talks about it, which is always nice. Please no House of the Dragon spoilers. I haven't watched the finale yet. I haven't seen any of it. So if I spoil House of the Dragon, it is completely by accident, because I have not seen any House of the Dragon. And I am out of energy. I smacked too many rocks. So time to go home, because I sold all my food. All right, how do I get out of this cave? I should have been more conservative about how many rocks I was smashing in this cave. Is it this way? Yeah, Pat's I think he just did, I think, 1 or 2 videos about how he got caught playing Pokemon during the war, and he got in trouble because his Game Boy screen was too bright, and the people shooting at the base knew exactly where he was. So he's a great content creator. Huge fan. Huge fan of that guy. All right, let's go home. In the game. Let's go home in the game. Not that kind of conservative. Come on. Sorry, I should have been more conservationist, I should say. Same root word, different etymology. Wait, what? Okay, energy is refilled. So this is yeah. Okay, let me go back outside. This is one of my favorite things in the game, is that as soon as you step into your house, all of your energy goes back up. All of it. You don't need to nap. You don't need to eat. You don't need to watch 15 hours of Jake and Amir. You just, as soon as you step in your house, all of your energy goes back up. I wish that happened in real life, man. I wish that happened in real life. So these constellations are supposed to be representative of the story that you've completed so far. Oh, look, there's a hidden Mickey. Oh, there's a hidden Mickey. Oh, that's gross. Okay, I didn't like that second hidden Mickey. Let's ignore that hidden Mickey and look at the one in the sky. That's a nice hidden Mickey. This one, trying to talk to me, not so nice. Not so nice. This hidden Mickey, good. This hidden Mickey, bad. Yeah, so the constellations are supposed to be the levels that I've completed in the game. I just can't make heads or tails of them. Like, that one's supposed to be an anchor, I think, for Moana. Maui's hook is supposed to be up there somewhere, but I don't know. I think my favorite moment involving this game was an Irishman ignoring the story and turning every square inch of the starting area into a carrot farm. I will be honest, I did that. So if we go behind my house, for one mission, I had to get... Oh no, this is going to sound racist. I promise this is not racist. Actually, I have a seed. Let's plant a carrot. I had to make a lot of fabric for a mission. Like, a lot of fabric. And in order to do so, I needed to plant hundreds and hundreds of cotton crops. So I turned this whole area behind my house into cotton. I turned this whole area in front of my house into cotton, and I turned this whole area in front of Minnie's house into cotton. And I just spent a few hours planting, watering, and picking cotton. It is not, in retrospect, as an African American, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but you know, this game makes you do it sometimes. It's just part of the game. Okay, how do I get back into the cave? Can I get back into the cave? Get back into the cave. There we go. Good hidden Mickey and bad hidden Mickey. All right, let's get back in the cave. Maybe if I follow the river, I can't follow the river. The sidewalk ends. Into the water, hemamela. Into the truth, hella, hemamela. In your reflection, he lives in you. Ingwenyama, ningwenama bala. Ingwenyama, ningwenama bala. Wait, is Wayside School related to Where the Sidewalk Ends? Are they both Shel Silverstein? Because I will be honest, the only cultural reference that's coming to mind when you say Where the Sidewalk Ends is the book. But when you say Wayside School, I'm thinking the TV show. Did any of you watch the Wayside School TV show on Cartoon Network? I think it was on Cartoon Network. Okay. Ooh, look, a treasure chest. Awesome. What is this? So wait. There's no mountain too great. Thank you, BD Rogo 13, for the follow. This is not the right direction. Welcome to the stream. Hear these words and have faith. Oh, 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 oh. Have faith. I thought the show was a fever dream for the longest time because I used to watch it and then suddenly it stopped airing. Yeah, I think it only had one season. I gotta look this up now. Oh, it's listed as a sitcom? Oh, oops, typo. Wayside. You know what? I am confusing this show. Oh, it's Canadian. I didn't know that. Okay, I'm confusing this show. 2 seasons, 26 episodes. It was on Teletoon and Nickelodeon with a different show. Class of 3000. That's what I'm confusing it with. So Wayside is about a weird school, and Class of 3000 is about a weird school. Was it on Cartoon Network? Yeah, it was on Cartoon Network. Wayside was on Nick. Class of 3000 was on Cartoon Network. That's why I was confused. That's the one. I thought that show was a fever dream for the longest time. I pirated the TV show, but think it was a Nick show. Like I said, though, did not watch it through official means. It's a Teletoon show. It's a Teletoon show. Go figure. I already lost. Okay, I looked that up and now I'm lost. Okay, go this way. Is it this way, this way, this way? Okay, this seems like a new area. Is it up here? Maybe I can get a view of what I'm looking for here. Oh, water. This is water. Is this what's blocking the water? What is this? Barrel of ketchup or Molotov cocktails. Okay, what does this sign say? That's too small. These night thorns are getting way worse and worse, but don't worry. I know how to stop them. I spilled some of my root beer. root beer. That's my favorite kind of beer. On them, and they shriveled up a little. If we can make a whole lot more root beer and use some of the candies to get it all fizzy, why, I bet we could get rid of those night thorn roots. I left the ingredients in the chest at the camp. I just hope I can put it together in this barrel before the forgetting gets to me too. All right, thank you, Random Sign. Let's make some root beer. Oh my goodness, this took a turn. I thought I was going to enjoy this because it's Lion King. I'm going to enjoy this because it's Lion King and root beer. Those are my two favorite things. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's go down. Let's get rid of this Nightthorn. We don't need that there. It's not the senior class of 3000. It is certainly not the senior class of 3000. It's a music class, and the teacher is Andre 3000 from Outcast. His name is Andre 3000. Okay. I think... Is this the camp? This is the camp. All right, what did I pick up? Picked up candy. Picked up something. What is this? That's a recipe. That's a recipe. Yes, root beer recipe. I need the ginger that I picked up, sugarcane, and vanilla. All right. Let's make some of this. Let's make some of this. All right. I'm down. I'm so excited now, you guys. You don't understand. I thought this was just going to be Lion King stuff. I can't get there. Need to raise the water levels first. I'm like halfway through the Castaway. The Castaway? What? Which Castaway? Oh, I did something. I made a bridge. Bridge goes to here. Bridge goes out. All right. All right. I can get back to the Molotov root beer. Just keep at least one root beer in your inventory at all times. It's very special. Is that spoilers for the game, or are you just saying that because root beer is very special? The Lego Ray, the Castaway set. What? I'm not familiar with that set. Lego Ray Castaway. What? Oh, this is one of those classics. Oh, it's a gift with purchase. Okay. That's why I haven't heard of it. It's one of the free ones. Castaway sketch by the Lonely Island. I haven't seen that one. I'm saying it because root beer is very special. Okay. It's a gift with purchase. That's why I haven't heard of it. I would need to go to the Lego store to have heard of it. Is it a current gift with purchase? October 14th to 31st. I just placed an order with Lego. Did I get it? On the 24th. Blah, 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 blah. No, I didn't get it. It is... Oh, purchase of $125. I only spent... Dang. I could have spent $30 more. Hydration check. Thank you for the hydration check. Little Taters. I did order something on Lego. Not actual Lego. I ordered a plushie to go with the plushie that I have. I ordered a Mandalorian plushie to scale. And then I ordered just a bunch of storage stuff. Lego shaped storage. Stretch. Thank you for the stretch. Chunks. Not chunks. Taters. See how tall I am? Thank you for the stretch, Haley. It was a month or two ago, maybe. Current is the 3-in-1 witch is the gift with purchase. If you get 125. I didn't get that one. I didn't spend enough money. I was running low on Lego, and I made the mistake of not buying any Lego. I have enough to get me through Saturday. Because for Saturday, I have 4 sets to rebuild. 4 sets to rebuild. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets to build. So I got 9 Lego sets and a video game to get me through Saturday. Where was I going? I have enough to get you through maybe a year. Yeah, like most of the sets that I build on stream, like that one, the big one, not the small one, the big one. That's not mine. That's Adol's. So I will probably just borrow his if I need to build more stuff. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Let's see here. Let me know if anybody sees vanilla. Got some vanilla. I'm going to get more than one so that I can listen to Zeus and keep more than one root beer. Actually, no, I can only keep 1 root beer. Because I only have the special ginger that makes 1 root beer. I'm going to grab some extra vanilla just in case. You can never have too much vanilla. Was there some here? There was not. That's part of the tree. The problem that I have with this game is that it is based on the clock, the internal clock of the Switch. So if it's nighttime here in real life, then it's also nighttime in the game. So if I'm only playing this game after work, it's always nighttime and it's hard to see stuff. Okay. I was hoping you bought that Miss Marvel set. Oh, Jousty. Jousty 018, you're late. You missed the announcement. I should be happy with the game I play, but you're not? Is there a reason that you're not? If there's something that I can do to improve, please let me know. Jousty. I made a big fib. The Aladdin TikTok was made up. It was all made up. I was trying to see if I could get more engagement with a conspiracy theory, and it worked. It was my most successful video. And this month, it was my most successful video this month. And then I was trying to see if I could get more engagement by posting about fake drama. And I did. So that's what it was. I know it's a little bit disappointing. That's what it was. I was testing my social media prowess. What should we borrow next? Depressing that conspiracy theories get pushed so far, but honestly, that's hilarious. That's what I'm saying. In retrospect, now that everything is out in the open as of this stream, in retrospect, it is hilarious. But I did feel really, really bad because I was getting hundreds of comments of people thinking that it was real. And I felt bad. I felt, oh, this is my homoerotic statue. It's called Just Kiss Already. I got the Prince Eric statue as part of the game, and then I randomly picked up another Prince Eric statue they have random furniture drops, so I just put them next to each other and they look like they're about to kiss. Yeah, so the language, the first, whatever, until I made the racism pun, it was true. And then after the racism pun, it was made up. Fake drama, I was worried since you said your side, but there was no other side. The other side is everybody else's side, I guess. So I'm going to plant this next to my corn. Hi, corn. So here comes the most fun part of the game, which is why I wanted to stream it in front of thousands of people, is because it's because I'm about to plant some sugarcane, and sugarcane. Oh, it only takes 7 minutes. Never mind. I thought this was one of the ones that takes like 2 hours. Oops, planted the wrong thing. There we go. Got 2 more sugar canes. Hey, my carrot's ready. Okay, hi carrot. Plant some sugar cane there, and we'll make 1 more hole. There we go. Most of us weren't getting out their pitchforks or anything. Yeah, but it just shows, like, speaking of pitchforks, let me get out my shovel. Like, obviously I'm not gonna, even as a joke, I'm not gonna, like, say something that's gonna cause harm to people. But, like, it spread so quick. So quick to so many people. Like, I had 40,000 followers when I posted that video. I have 48,000 followers now. 8,000 people saw my lie and they were like, "Yep, this is the guy I want to see on my feed from now on." You couldn't find anything on TikTok, so I wanted to find out what happened. Yeah, it's not on TikTok. I mean, it is on TikTok. I lied on TikTok, but that's it. That's it. But I'm glad you guys are here. Usually the streams are pretty good. We get to talk about a lot of stuff. Chunks, Taters, Helga. Hyan's not here, but he's usually fun too. Haley, we missed Haley. And of course, all these wonderful new people. Podius is also regular. In their defense, like 99% of the time, they're getting the educational person they think they followed. Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah. Seeing as the next 5 videos I made after that were all genuinely educational. Jousty, thank you for the follow. I'm glad you're here. I hope you stick around. We're just making some root beer. Let's dig up this magical hole. Nope. Child-friendly. This is a child-friendly stream. Not going to say what just popped into my head. Ooh, what's this? More candy. Look at all this candy. Lots and lots of Halloween candy. Yeah, I'm glad you stuck around, Zeus. And of course, Saturday stream is going to be a thing. And depending on partially the numbers for that, partially the job situation, I will try to do a European-friendly stream schedule as well. Not sure what that's going to be, but we'll find out. I'm going to try and catch more of these streams. It's super cozy. It's so cozy. I love chilling with these guys. And we're only about an hour and a half in. Give it another 2 hours and we're going to start talking religion and politics. Don't even worry. Are you asking me if I've seen the latest Andor, Chunks? Because I have seen none of the Andors. I still haven't started Andor. I watched She-Hulk and I got excited about it, made those videos about it, and then ad time. Here is a 1-minute ad break. If you don't want to see the ads, you can subscribe for $5 or for free using your Twitch Prime if your Amazon Prime is connected to your stream. Thank you for the ad times, Chunks. Here is the ad, everybody else. I'm going to go eat, but I've really enjoyed your TikToks and I'm sure I'll be back in. Hey, yeah, definitely come back now that you followed. Well, you're seeing the ad, but thank you for the subscription, Blue Phoenix, just in time. I hope you didn't get the ad or the ad stopped. Thank you for subscribing with Prime. I love Prime subscriptions because that means that you are supporting me, but you're not emptying out your pocket to do so. And as everyone who normally comes to the stream knows, I hate asking people for money and I hate running ads. So I appreciate everyone that subscribes with Prime because it means Jeff Bezos is paying me instead of you lovely people. I like it here. I didn't know you were streaming Dreamlight Valley. Yes, this is by special request of Super Chunks. Super Chunks asked that I played Dreamlight Valley on stream. I think, no, the ad's going to run in about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. There's the ad. No, ad's over. Never mind. Not sub, not getting the ad makes him feel like I should be subbed. Maybe. I've noticed that if I'm watching on my phone, if I'm using Twitch on my phone and casting it or airplaying it to the TV, then I don't get ads ever. Chunks asked a dozen times, but I wanted to get to a place where it wasn't in the middle of a story. And because all of the stories happen at the same time, I was always in the middle of a story. But now, with Wednesday's update, brand new character, brand new story. I'm going to try to sneak up on this raccoon, by the way. That's why I'm changing the camera so much. So I thought now is a good... What was that? I can pet... I can pet my pet now. Come back, I want to pet you. Come back, I want to pet you. Yes. I pet my bird. I didn't know I could do that. Can I go back and do the stories? I'd like to see one. I can't. Unfortunately, once you play through a story, you can't go back and redo it. Which is why I started streaming after the Wednesday update. I haven't played since the game was updated. Because the Lego head. Chunks doesn't have a Lego head because they subscribed too early. They were a founding member of this channel, so they don't get a Lego head. Okay, I gotta see if I can change that. I gotta see if I can change that. Yeah, so the only way I can do the stories over is if I start the game over. So I'm starting with a new story. The plan for this game, at least from Disney, is they're supposed to be constantly adding stuff for the next few years. So I'm gonna get my money's worth eventually. But it's adding new characters, adding new stories and stuff like that. So this is a new story, new character that I'm playing from scratch. But most of this stuff, I think it's been 7 minutes. Has it been 7 minutes? Okay. Actually, let me get this raccoon. Dang it. So, in order to sneak up on raccoons, they need to be comfortable when you approach them. So I'm gonna just real slow. Dang it. Castaway build is done. Awesome. Come here, little raccoon. Hyan, welcome back. Thanks for the resub. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to have you back. We were just talking about how much we missed you. So see how that raccoon is going up and down? We gotta, when he's down, that's when I can approach. But he doesn't spend any time down. So it's only like one step at a time. See? See how fast he gets back up? So he goes from like, dang it, I was focusing too much on this raccoon. I was hunched over. So he goes from like relaxed to aware, and I can only approach him when he's relaxed. So I'm just like, I'm trying to just real slow, real cautious. Gotta get the timing absolutely perfect. Come on, little raccoon. Nope. Come on. Come on. Yes! Now, I can feed the raccoon. And I'm gonna feed him. Oh, I can't see. Hold on, I gotta turn off the webcam real quick so that I can see what I'm... These are blueberries. I'm gonna feed him blueberries. He likes the blueberries. Chunks, if I didn't take the studs are not up to me. So if you didn't lose any studs over that, that's Twitch's fault. Super Chunks the raccoon must assert dominance. Oh, neat. I just looked it up. Apparently this game was built in Unity, and I'm surprised Disney make a proprietary game engine for it. Because Unity is easier. Rakakuni, like the rat. Speaking of the rat, I think the sugar cane is ready. So let's go get our ingredients, and then Remy can help us make some root beer. I must be extra tired lately. I took a nap and feel like I should just went to bed early. Hi, and I feel like that all of the time. All the time. That's why I have coffee and energy drinks. Can anyone tell Haley how to sub with a Prime account? So first, you get your Amazon Prime, and you connect it to, well, if you have Amazon Prime, and you connect it to your Twitch account. And you can do that in your Twitch. There's a button for it. I don't know where that button is. Account settings, maybe? Yes. Yeah, so in your account settings on Twitch, yes, you do need to be on a computer. Maybe you can do it on the phone app. I'm not sure. That might actually be why you didn't get an ad. Hyan, why is pi? For your poll, what answers do you want? Let me create the poll. But just give me the polls are multiple choice, so let me know what the choices are. And then in settings, there's a tab that says Prime Gaming. And then you can just connect it through that. New poll. Why is pi? Hi, and I need at least two answers. Two multiple choice answers. Unity ruined my favorite video game series and I'm still pretty salty. What was your favorite video game series? Oh, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I haven't seen it. Haven't seen that one either. I heard it's good, but I also heard that it's sad, and I do not like to watch sad movies. Which is itself a vague reference to Ratatouille in an alternate universe. Nancy Drew. I didn't think about the answers. Pie is a lie, and at least it's not cake. Okay. Pie is a lie. At least it's not cake. All right. That is the wrong button. I think in order to get the subscribe with Prime button, you need to have already connected your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch gaming account. Okay, we have all of our ingredients. Have all of our ingredients. And we are going to go into Remy's Ratatouille kitchen. Remy the Ratatouille, the rat of all my dreams. Ooh, vanilla ice cream and pumpkin soup. We don't have any pumpkins, but I think we have the ingredients to make some vanilla ice cream. So let's make Anna some vanilla ice cream. I don't want to look it up, so I'm just going to guess that for vanilla ice cream we need milk and we need ice. My inventory is full. Okay. In that case, let me get rid of some stuff. It's really funny and entertaining. Yeah, also, any movie that has anything to do with mental illness, it makes me cry. Even if it's not a sad movie. To subscribe with Prime on mobile, they made a weird toggle in a regular subscription menu. Cheese and eggs. Yes, the classic vanilla ice cream ingredients. Cheese and eggs. Okay. I'm going to sell this. I don't know what this is, but I'll sell it. I'm going to sell these rocks. I'm going to sell this gemstone and this carrot. I'm going to sell these bananas. All 3 bananas. I need to keep the vanilla. I'm going to hide the webcam again. Just
Hello. 'Cause I don't know. 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 'Cause
Where did Akio go? Akio had to Akio had to leave because he cannot read the screen when he is blocking the screen. So that's where I went. All right, back to the restaurant. Let's pick up some ice so that we can make some vanilla ice cream. Oh, they moved. Okay. Anyway, enter the everything bagel. All right, let's get some ice. How does Akil know the people on the Geek Show? How is the rest of it? I had pasta to eat. I mean, pasta is pretty good. The Geek Show was good. The Geek Show was a lot of fun. I learned a lot, which is nice. Because the show was about Black Adam. And I don't know anything about Black Adam. So I ended up learning a whole bunch. Let's see here. Vanilla. Okay, we'll start by making the root beer. What am I missing from the root beer? No. Dried ginger, sugar cane, and vanilla. Is that not... Okay, let's make that. Is that the root beer? That's the root beer. Extra fizzy root beer. That's what I needed. Okay, now let's make some ice cream. Vanilla ice, cream, and vanilla. There we go. That's not vanilla ice cream. I don't have a recipe for vanilla ice cream. I don't know how to make vanilla ice cream. All right, I guess Anna and Elsa are gonna starve. Bye. Yeah, the liquid is already in the pot. Thank you for that hydration check. So I don't know the people on the Geek Show. Personally. I never met them. So Remy, just real quick. When I'm cooking, he doesn't stand on my head because I'm wearing a small hat. He doesn't fit inside. But when I'm cooking, he is going to run up on that pot next to me. And if I make... I don't know, what can I make? Make a lobster something. See how he smells? So if he's neutral, then it's going to be an okay dish. But if he starts to like do that and he's grossed out, he's like, your dish is going to be gross. Yeah, so this is going to be gross. So he's telling me what to do. He just doesn't stand on my head because look how cool this hat is. Right? He can't fit under that hat, and I'm definitely not taking it off. So, the Geek Show reached out to me back in January, when I first blew up for the Lego stuff, and he wanted Dimitri from the Geek Show wanted to talk to me about Lego and specifically comic book Lego, like the superheroes. I'm like, okay. I was just getting started, and he was my first or second interview. So way back in January when all this stuff first started, actually no, I will change the hat once to demonstrate something. Hats. That's a tall hat. He can definitely fit under this hat. He could 100% fit underneath this hat. It won't be comfy, but he can. All right, time to get rid of this hat. It's a dumb hat. I don't like this hat. But I could also just put this on. Because now, let's zoom in a little bit. He's in my backpack. I got a little Remy plush in my backpack. So cute. All right, I'm gonna keep the backpack on for a little bit. So yeah, when I first blew up for all the Lego stuff back in January, there were 4 or 5 news articles written about me. Thank you for the posture check. And an artist from London named Haley, they also did an interview with me. I don't think the interview is live. It was part of they're doing a whole series about art. I don't remember the specifics. It was back in January. No, he's a plushie. He's got little button eyes. See? A little plushie. And then Dimitri reached out because he wanted to do an interview as well. So it's like I really popped off. I went from 2,000 followers to 40,000 followers to 30,000 followers, sorry. And multiple. Thank you for the subscription, Podius. Thank you. Oh. The alert says that Podius has subscribed. Thank you, Taters, for gifting Podius a sub. Thank you for being the first person, I think ever, to gift a sub on this channel. I appreciate that. I really do. Maybe it's a Coraline Remy. Can I put this in here? 50-50. Did you guys do that on purpose? Oh, Haley voted twice. Okay. Root beer in them, and they shriveled up a little bit. We could make the whole lot more of root beer. Use some of those candies to get it all fizzy. Was I supposed to put the candy in the root beer? I was supposed to put the candy in the root beer. I have done goofed. I've done goofed. Okay, thankfully... Ooh, what's this? Thankfully, I got extra vanilla, and I got extra sugarcane. So let me go find some ginger, and let's try to make some root beer with the candy inside. Oh, goodness. I have done goofed more than Goofy. I'm a bigger goof than Goofy, and he's 8.5 feet tall. Speaking of which, when we were talking about Goofy, my brother sent me a photo of him and the baby and the Goofy. And you're right, the baby's not having a good time. So maybe 8.5 foot tall Goofy is scarier than previously thought. How do I vote? Depends. If you're watching it on twitch.tv, then there should be a pop-up at the top, which is gone now because the poll was only 10 minutes long. But yeah, it's 50-50. Okay, let's get rid of this. Ooh. Extra coins, extra coins. Gotta get these extra coins. So this is like one of the areas that they're still adding content to. So here's a pumpkin house. I don't know who lives in the pumpkin house. Am I missing one? I guess not. Like, here's a pumpkin house. Who lives in the pumpkin house? I have no idea. I cannot fathom which Disney character lives in a pumpkin house. But I'm just here. I'm looking for ginger. The root, not the person. Ah, is this it? Hey, that's some ginger. Is this some? Okay. We now have... Ooh, shiny. Eldritch Horror, 8.5 foot tall Goofy. 8.5 tall Goofy is like a kaiju for children. Yeah, definitely. That's the most valid thing about Disney to me. Most kids are terrified of characters and costumes. Rooting for Jack. Jack Skellington. Ooh, Jack Skellington, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. If you find Ginger, let Skipper know. There's a ferry now. They can leave anytime. I don't... Is that a Gilligan's Island reference? Podius, did you just put a Gilligan's Island? I will have you know, I am not even 30 years old. Gilligan's Island. I mean, we are an hour and 53 minutes into this 3-hour tour. But still, come on, man. That's pushing it. You're lucky. You are so lucky that I watched Nick at Night. And I watched almost every episode of Gilligan's Island. But dang, if I hadn't, I would have been so offended. I don't know a channel that would be on anymore. Gilligan's Island. All right. Let's try again to make this root beer. Okay. We have our root. We have our sugar. Are we out of vanilla? We're out of vanilla. Jack Skellington is called the Pumpkin King. I don't think he lives in a pumpkin, though. I feel like the secondary might be Barbie. I think there's both a Ginger and a Skipper. I don't know the other Barbies. The next Ginger that I'm thinking of is As Told By or the Spice Girls. Which I guess makes sense because I'm looking for Ginger the Spice. Just not the Spice Girl. It'll be Nick in retirement. I never watched that, but I got it. Quite enjoyed the journey your face went through. You realized what Podius meant. I was confused. Because, like, in this game, at least, this is a Disney game. So when I think Skipper, I'm thinking Jungle Cruise. That's the primary Disney Skipper. I'm not thinking Gilligan's Island. Here's some vanilla. Here's some vanilla. Does it tell me? Ooh, got a reward. Let me check my quest log. Oh, tell Merlin about what I found. I was supposed to talk to Merlin? When was I supposed to talk to Merlin? Thank you for the subscription, Haley. You could have waited until you figured out how the Prime thing worked, but I appreciate you subscribing now. Okay, let's go find Merlin. I get 4 ads after subbing. I have no idea. That's confusing. I know they own the rights now, but I don't think it was Disney when it came out. Yeah, they got the rights super early on. Hey, Merlin. I made the root beer without you, so I don't know what you want me to do. I suspect you're dealing with another matter. That might decide the fate of the whole village. But I suppose that's just all in a day's work for you. Yeah, it's supposed to be all in a day's work for you. You're the wizard. I found a certain surly lion in a giant skull in the elephant graveyard. A lion? You couldn't possibly mean Scar? No. I mean Kimba. That's who I mean. I found Kimba in an elephant graveyard. That is some major bull. I completely agree. That's right. He asked me for help to restore the Sunlit Plateau. Be very wary, my friend. Scar is just as treacherous as Ursula. He's not working with you out of kindness. There's always something in it for him. Yeah, he wants his water back. He seems nice enough. He thinks he's king around here, and I'm just one of his hyenas. Should I be honest or kind? Quick, parents in the chat. Should I be honest or should I be kind? The Nightmare Before Christmas was originally going to be released under Walt Disney Pictures as part of Walt Disney feature animation lineup, but Disney decided to release the film under their adult theme later, Touchstone Pictures, because the studio thought the film would be too dark and scary for kids, as is Tim Burton, who was the crabbiest part of making that. Wasn't he just like some side producer? You know, I'm gonna do a poll. Should I do a poll? Nah, I'll just look at the... All right. Honest. You guys are saying be honest. I thought Tim Burton was like barely involved in Nightmare Before Christmas. So it's still at Disney at the end of the day, so there's no reason they couldn't use it in the game. They could. The only problem is I don't think he lives in a pumpkin. Oh, that's just like him. The pompous, lazy miscreant. Did he quote Zazu? Of all the villains of the valley, I have a special aversion to Scar. How do you have a special aversion to Scar? He showed up on Wednesday. He refuses to learn my name and insists on referring to me as the windbag with the pointy blue head feather and the unkempt white mane. Lion puns. So rude. That's kind of funny though. No, we're gonna be nice. That was rude. It was a rude thing. Rude indeed. Now, what did Scar tell you? He told me that if I wanted to restore life to the Pillar of Nurturing, I need to fix whatever was blocking the river in the Vitalis mines. Yeah, Merlin's not racist. He's not. Why would he be racist against lions? The Vitalis mines, good gracious. I've forgotten all about those. Yeah, me too, because they didn't exist until, again, Wednesday. I went inside and explored them. They're oddly beautiful. I did find them oddly beautiful. That they are. I wish I could remember what was mined in there. I think the chat has a guess. The river is being blocked by the roots of some giant night thorns that grew down from the cliffs above. My magic doesn't seem to work on them. Oh, snap, I forgot to try magic. I probably should have tried magic before root beer, right? I see. Well, perhaps some more mundane substance could kill the night thorns at their roots. I found a note someone left tacked up by the mine. Bunch of ingredients lying around, some crackling candies, and a recipe for extra fizzy root beer. Brilliant! This means your job is already half complete. Before you've arrived, there was only one way we could keep the night thorns at bay. Sugary carbonated beverages. I thought this was a kid's game. Do not tell children that the only way to solve their problem with forgetting is sugary carbonated beverages. That's the wrong answer. Disney? Disney? That's the wrong answer. Okay? Thank you for subscribing, Helga Sanchez. Thank you for being here for 6 whole months. So the Oogie Boogie Man couldn't be changed because of Tim Burton. Was the Oogie Boogie Man supposed to be changed? I don't know. That was a whole week ago. The root beer dance was amazing. Yeah, he likes to dance when he gets excited. Huh, really? Like root beer? Precisely! The fizzier the better! There are 18 people watching. Half of the people watching are subscribed right now. That's pretty cool. I think all the OGs are subscribed. Of course, they only worked on the smallest, least virulent night thorns. I mean, it sounds like your gateway to fizzy drinks solves all of your problems. I have a yoga teacher that would disagree with you. But if you use that recipe to whip up some extra fizzy root beer and combine it with the crackling candy, why, that might just be enough to stop the problem at its root. It's root beer? To stop the problem at its root beer? So, Merlin, let me level with you real quick. Magician to magician. What do you think you did? You didn't tell me anything I didn't already know. No, come here. I'm talking to you. Look, actually, hold on. I need some authority in this situation. Give me 1 second. There we go. Bigger wizard hat. Thank you, Alex Sanchez, for gifting 2 tier 1 subs. Oh my goodness. He's ashamed, so he ran away in his corner. Look how ashamed he is because my hat's bigger than him. Thank you. IRL in the game. I have a bigger wizard hat in IRL too. But hey, Merle? Hey, Merlin? Hey, Merlin? Look at me, Merlin? Merlin? You're not helping anymore. No, don't walk away. Don't jiggle your magic around. You didn't tell me anything that I didn't already know. Do you understand that? Do you understand that you are less useful to me than a sign in a cave? Do you understand that? I want you, Merlin, I need you to be better. I need you. Look at me, Merlin. Don't, oh, is he looking at my chest? Hey, excuse me. I did not come here. Look me in my eyes, Merlin. That's eyes up here. Thank you, Merlin. Don't walk away. The brick texture in the corner. What's wrong with the brick texture in the corner? He's so short. All right, you know what? I'm done with you. I'm gonna have a daily conversation just so that I get my points, and then I'm done with you. Okay? Do you have time to talk? Merlin, do you have time to talk? Yes. I can tell by the look on your face that you have a question for me. Well, what is it? I do have a question for you, Merlin. Can you guess what that question is? Yeah, it's going to be the first one. Why do you wear that stupid hat? Why, it's what I've always worn since I was a young lad. And I do suppose it helps people understand that I'm a wizard. You're a terrible wizard. Merlin, terrible wizard. Part of being a wizard is managing people's expectations, you know. Well, you didn't. You disappointed me. That may even be the most important part. Then, you know what? Managing expectations and not harassing your student / king. Need I remind you, I'm also the king of this valley? Maybe there's a book about not harassing your king in this library. I will leave you to it. Oh, gotcha. Do I think I have some sassy emotes. I got some sassy emotes from other people. Yeah. That's the one. That's the emote I'm gonna send. Incredulous witch emoji. Okay, what was I doing? I completely forgot what I was doing. Okay, I've already made the root beer because Merlin didn't help. You know what? I'm not gonna do this alone. Merlin, let me teach you what it means to be a real wizard, okay? Where are you? Where did you go? Did you go back inside? I swear to God, come here. Come here, you little wizard. Do I have... Hey, Zeus, thanks for joining. Thanks for following. Thanks for hanging out. You get some sleep, and hopefully I'll see you again on Saturday. Okay, I gotta see if I have like a real wizard costume that I can put on. Do I have like a cloak or like a dress or something? Okay. All right. Yep, I know what I'm going for now. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. This is how I'm gonna dress until... Ooh, I like these earrings too. Okay. I am now in full magic mode. Where is this little magical Ingrid? Here you are. Here you are. Okay. All right. You know what, Merlin? Merlin? Greetings, my friend. Yeah, we're friends. You're coming with me. You're coming with me. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. I'm going to show you how a real wizard does it. Thank you for the posture check. All right. Hey, Scar.
There you are.
Descended from on high to mingle with the commoners. Who, you? No, I'm going to go. I got more important things to do than talk to you right now. I got to teach this guy a lesson. I get bonus points for changing clothes. And I assume everybody else does too. Which is why I'm confused why Ariel is the only person who's ever done that. Especially because I changed like right outside his house. All right. Hey, Merlin. Merlin, let's go. Merle. I get bonus points IRL for taking clothes. Me too. I get extra hit points. Not hit points. Mana points. Stamina points. Okay. We'll put the root beer in. We'll put the candy in. And we shake it all about. We do the rookie pookie and we turn ourselves around. That's what it's all about. Oh, I am. I got... Yeah. I am. Spell slots, spoons, dopamine, whatever you want to call it. I like spell slots. I think I'm gonna adopt spell slots. Spoons, I started using spoons, but then I had to explain what spoons were, and that took too many spoons. So spell slots, I think, is gonna be my next one. Wizards are the ones that learned it from books, right? It's been a while since I played D&D. I gotta look up the difference. Wizard versus warlock, sorcerer versus types of wizards. Types of wizards. Types of magic users. Types of wizards is leading a bit. Yes, so definitely not a magician, because magicians rely on their dexterity, and I have no dexterity. I got hand tremors. If there's one thing that you've taken away from my TikToks, is that my hands shake way too much to do magic tricks. Gender-based titles, wizard and warlock usually refer to male, witch can refer to any gender, but is most often ascribed towards women. Learn something new. Yeah, I can't send someone a Google explanation when they're in front of my face talking to me with their mouth. Education. Magicians normally learn spells by reading ancient tomes called grimoires. Wait, what? Magicians. A common motif in fiction is the ability to use magic makes you a magician. Okay. So magician is just like the general term. What is the 10 types of magical beings? Is that it? Or is this creatures? Bruja? No. This is why I stopped getting into TTRPG. There's way too many different things to look at. Okay, here we go. Warlock is the term used for male magic users that practice witchcraft. They are similar to wizards, however, they are generally dark or evil. So not that. Unless this idiot. Don't look at me like that. Unless I have to deal with that idiot. I'm not a bad person. Sorcerer and sorceress. These terms usually refer to magic users that use magic in various ways, often as in order to gain knowledge or their personal objectives. Okay, so that's on the table. More of a wild magic instead of a structured study magic. Never mind, that's off the table. Mage is a generic term. It generally means someone who practices magic and can mean many different things in their practice of it. It can be used for either gender and has no real connotation to being good or evil. Okay, mage is on the table. Druid comes from the Celtic religious belief. Nope, not appropriating someone else's religion. Enchantress. This term is for a female magic user that uses magic to trap men. No. Diviner is a term related to magic users who use their power to see the future and affect time in some way. Sometimes this type of magic can be also dreams and other psychic type abilities depending on the author. Necromancer. This term is related to magic users who have the power of connection to the dead. No. I think Diviner. Diviner is the one I'm going to go with. That's the one. Diviners. Still not the D&D explanation. Yeah, the explanation that I got is from some blog about books. And for each one, it had like, here are some books that have this type of magic user. D&D, Warlock have a pact with a patron. Wizards study books and keep spells and books. Sorcerers have blood lineage connection to magic. Okay. So I guess sorcerer? I guess sorcerer. Druid plant nature connection? No. I'm indoors. I'm an indoor man. Bard, charisma, and performance. Rogue, trickery, subclass. Rogue, I feel like, is closer to illusionist. So I think I'm going to just go with sorcerer. That's what it says on my wand license, because it's French. So I'm going to go with sorcerer. I'm just going to clear this notification from the collection because I don't want to deal with that. Okay. Water is flowing. Got the treasure chest. Let's blow this popsicle stand. There we go. You really need to read Rainbow Rowell's books. I thought magicians were like David Copperfield and wizards were Merlin. I think magician is any type of magic user, and then the fake magic fake magic users are illusionists. What is that? Is that me? Guys, was that... What was that? I don't think Merle learned anything, but what... Oh. What is... I think magic with a K is a religious term, so I don't want to use that willy-nilly. I am out of spoons, so I'm going to go home, get some more spoons, and then I will enter this magic portal. I'm not out of spoons. I'm half out of spoons. Ooh, apples. Okay. Ooh, lots of apples. I'm going to check on my plants. I'm going to grab spoons, and then I will go through the Dark Wizard portal. Yeah. Let me water this guy. I forget what I planted. But I think I have one more thing to plant. Ooh, I have 2 more things to plant. Okay. Magica Maxima is from Hocus Pocus 2. That's why I used it. Oh, earlier. I haven't seen Hocus Pocus 2 or Hocus Pocus 1, which is why I haven't seen Hocus Pocus 2. Spoons. Gotta get spoons. All right, spoon's gotten. Didn't even have to go to the kitchen. Come on, Merle. Merle's coming. If Merle can fit through this portal, he's coming with me. Because I'm not facing that thing alone. However, I do think it's time for... Wait, what? Did you guys see that speech bubble? Scar just said he's surrounded by fools. That's not what he says in the movie. My ex-boyfriend is one who taught me about spoons. Previously, I was envisioning an electric battery. Yeah, battery and energy are like the go-to terms, I think. But spoons really popped off on the internet, so that's like the thing. That's the thing now. I'm going to just change my outfit to match the creature that I saw climb through the dark portal. Because I feel like that's the vibe. I feel like that's the vibe. Thorny pants. And thorny jacket. And thorny wings. And let me get rid of this skirt. There we go. Ooh, hat. I gotta fix the hat. It's cool that they have a hijab. You can also customize the hijab to make it like I got a red one. But you can like put designs on it and stuff. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm in my dark Akel era. What did you learn about 1x1s at the Lego store a few hours away? Scar says he's surrounded by idiots in the movie. But I guess idiots is not, like, appropriate. This is... Oh, it's like a weird upside down area. Yeah, I feel like I'm not dressed appropriately. I'm gonna wear something a little bit more comfortable. I'm gonna put on just like jeans and a Spirit jersey because I'm Akil and that's what I wear in real life. And some sensible shoes, since look at this terrain. I gotta wear sensible shoes. Sensible shoes. And let's fix the hat situation. I'll just put on a hairband so it doesn't get in my eyes. Okay. Much better. Take off the wings too. They'll get in the way. Put on a backpack. Okay. Now I'm ready for adventure. But first, let's check out this link that Hyan sent. The link... Oh, what? Oh, what? Okay, let's look at this real quick. Look at this. Look at that. This must be part of their Halloween pick-a-brick. A bunch of people were talking about their Halloween pick-a-brick. That's not it. How do I know which set it comes in this color? In this, I want the sparkle one. The sparkle one doesn't come in 3,000 sets. Glitter trans purple. I want to figure out glitter trans purple. View? No, that'll take me to the store. I want to know what sets these come in. Maybe if we just put in the alternative here. 35382. Never mind. I don't know. Yeah, it's for all 1x1 bricks. I grabbed some, but I should have grabbed like half a pab cup of it. Yeah, if you've got use for it, then go for it. One of my pet peeves actually working at the store was when we would stock a new brick on the wall and then somebody would come in and get like multiple cups of it, and then us being like social, we'd be like, hey, what are you making with all those bricks? And then they'll be like, oh, I'm not making anything. And then they run out of bricks. And like we'd run out of all the cool bricks because people just wanted to have them and weren't doing anything with it. So if you grabbed a couple, that's great. That's good. But unless you're going to do something with it, I would discourage you from getting a bunch. Okay, let's go back to through this portal. That was it. I just had to pick up the little ball, the little memory ball. Hey, Merlin. You got something to say to me? Thank you for resubscribing with Twitch Prime. Thank you for being subscribed for 5 months. Thank you for subscribing for a 2-month streak. I should have grabbed more leaf pieces. They had 3 types and I wanted to practice making trees. See, that's a good reason to grab pieces. This is the lifeless orb of nurturing. Merlin, can you fix this orb? I see you've solved the problem with the river in the Sunlit Plateau. Yes, I did. No thanks to you. But by the look on your face, I know there's something else bothering you. Yes! Merlin, there is something else bothering me. Can you guess what the big blue pointy thing that's bothering me is? Come on, out with it! As I was coming out of the Vitalis mines, I saw the Forgotten. Astounding. Well, don't stop there. What happened next? Merlin, you were with me. The Forgotten looks like me, except in a cooler outfit. Like you? Oh dear, this is very perplexing. Let me consider this. Well, it's possible that the Forgotten is a splinter of yourself that stayed behind when you left the valley long ago. A splinter of myself? How? Good. I'm glad you grabbed the spiders and bones. I keep seeing people's TikToks about the Halloween pab pieces, and I'm like, I should get some of those. But I'm not going to do anything with them. They're just cool. As we grow up, there are always parts of ourselves that we leave behind. Pieces of us that no longer, I suppose you could say, fit. That's a little bit too real. Little bit too real. Is Minnie back? I didn't even notice. Hi, Minnie. She was waving at me. Okay. Yes. Yes, Merlin. We have to sacrifice parts of ourselves when we grow up. It's called growing up. But just because we're finished with that part of ourselves doesn't mean that part of ourselves is finished with us. That's called trauma. That's called trauma. In your case, this may be manifesting itself as a bit more literally. Look, Haley, we have to solve the forgetting by exploding root beer. This is not real. In your case, this may be manifesting itself as a bit more literally. He's looking through the screen at real life Akil and saying, your childhood trauma is manifesting itself literally. Merlin, is this all my fault? That's, oof, ouch. Ooh, that dialogue option hurt. No, Axe. I assure you, none of this is your fault. Cause and effect is tricky. The simplest action can lead to unexpected reactions. I don't know where that voice is going. And here in the valley, things are especially complicated. Disney is high-key attacking me. They're like, you're nearly 30 and you're playing a video game in front of 15 people. What's wrong with you? Thank you for the posture check. I was getting sad. This convo is too real. The root beer Molotovs were also very real. You don't know what I do on Sundays. All that matters is what you hold in your heart. We all know that you only want what's best for the village. Is this game gonna make me cry? I'm serious. If this game makes me cry, I'm gonna be real mad. Glitter Trans Purple 1x1 is from 4 sets. Classic Transparent Box, Gingerbread House, Heartlike City Brick Box, and Hogwarts Moment Transfiguration Class. What? 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 Hold on. Oh. Look at that. Turns out I have one. Go figure. I guess I don't need to go to the Lego store anymore. Okay. All right, that's cool. Learn something new today. There's your teaser for Saturday's stream. Is that I have Hein's new favorite piece. Just one. How could I forget? I try not to think about the Harry Potter stuff too much. That's how. I knew I saw it somewhere. I just didn't remember where. And so my immediate assumption was I saw it in a friend's set while I was working there. I forgot that I actually have one. Happens. Oh, it's not your current favorite. Were you here when we put the frogs in the... I moved the fire station to make a video today. Were you there when we put the frogs in the fire station? Because that had a lot of frogs in it. It had 3 or 4 frogs in it. They were gray. All that matters is what you hold in your heart. We all know that you only want what's best for the village. That's... Merlin? Okay. I think I need to be nicer to Merlin. Because if I'm angry with him and then he just destroys my entire life, I don't like that. Well, I've always known that the key to restoring our valley lies with you. Well, speaking of restoring Dreamlight Valley, the Forgotten dropped this. The thing that I handed you at the beginning of this conversation. Ah, the Orb of Nurturing! With this, we can restore the pillar in the sunlit plateau. Not so fast. Something's wrong with it. It's all dim inside. Just like somebody else. Yes, I see. Well, this orb feeds off natural light. When you first placed it in the pillar of the sunlit plateau, it took quite a long time to thrive. But once it did, it turned the dry desert into a lush oasis. You must plant it in the ground before the pillar and let nature take its course. What? Sounds like that's gonna take a while. My thoughts exactly. Well, yes, but there's no reason we can't help with our nature a bit of magical nurture. Nature and nurture. Full psychology class. Fantastic. What do you mean? I finally remembered what we used to get from the Vertalis mines. It wasn't a rare gem or precious metals. There are crystals that grow there. When combined with a few other magical ingredients, they bring life to the flora around the village at much greater speeds. We might have taken what might have taken months will take mere days. Now, first you'll have to dig up some Vitalis crystals from the mine. Then use them to create a miracle growth elixir. I took it upon myself to find the recipe after we spoke earlier. No, you didn't. You were with me the whole time. Once you've done all that, speak to me and I'll tell you what the next step is. Okay, fine. Alright. Time to bury this orb in the ground. You see that pickaxe on my shoulder? I gotta do all this mining myself. No 7 dwarves here. How do I get back into the mine? Okay. Hi ho. Hi ho. I shouldn't have sold those 5 crystals when I had them before. Okay. Let's get some crystals. Let's get some crystals. How many crystals do I need? 10 crystals and 10 dirt. Cool. Thank you for the hydration check. 1 crystal. Woot! Is it? Just 1? Okay, cool. Moving on. This is gonna take a while. Here's 1. Ting, 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 ting. Tries to memorize how this elbow thing goes. Which elbow thing? Never hurt your elbow, it's the most annoying. Are you still hurting your elbow? Rock smash. What? Podius, I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit lost with what you're saying. Either you need sleep or I need sleep. One of those. 3. Okay, 3 crystals. Da, 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 da. Could this be crystal number 4? It's so hard to see because it's so narrow in here. I can't move the camera. Okay, that's 4. Let's get to 5. Ooh. Nope, that's still no crystals. Anything down there? Anything down there? Nope. I hurt my elbow. Now it's just shifty in a weird way, but has been hard to replicate at the docks. I think I just figured out the replication. Thankfully, it doesn't hurt when it slips, but it's weird when it goes. Okay, good. You figured out the replication. That's the biggest thing. That's why I don't like going to the docks, is because I can never recreate my problems. Can I mine any of these? I can't mine any of those. They're too far away. Is there anything here? Nope. Is there anything over here? No. Okay. Let's see here. Is this... Oh, here's one. Okay. Hopefully this is number 5. Hey! Nothing. No crystals. Indeed, it's the hardest thing. Closest I had was scooping my laundry and a few odd-angled door shuts. Oh, yeah. That's the weird thing, because when you don't know what you did and then you try to do it again, it doesn't work. All right. Any crystals? There's 1. Okay. How are we up to? 6. We're up to 6 crystals. Any crystals down here? Yes. Hey, I might get all 10 crystals before I run out of spoons. 7 crystals. 8 crystals. Please be number 8. Please be number 8. Please be number 8. I don't know how long it takes for these mining spots to regenerate, but hopefully that's all I need. Any other crystal spots? There. Here's one. Number 9. Please be lucky, number 9. Yeah, 9 crystals. Okay, one more. One more, come on. One more, one more. Here's one. Lucky number 10. All right. But yeah, generally don't hurt elbows. They're hard to get a picture of. Supposedly involve at least some loss, something afterwards. Like loss of movement? Do you lose range of movement if you hit your elbow too much? Because that's scary. Okay, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get some more spoons, and then we need 10 pieces of dirt. Merlin doesn't count. Thank you for subscribing, Empress Jen. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy. Oh, you're not on the stream. Never mind. Empress Jen subscribed on YouTube. Thank you for the YouTube subscription, Empress Jen. In a few weeks when I finally publish this video on there. After I clear up space. Yeah, he doesn't count. He doesn't count as a piece of dirt. Okay, I'm gonna get some spoons. Then I gotta water my plants, and then I'll just dig up my backyard for the dirt. Hopefully, I will get enough dirt from the backyard. We'll see. Okay, spoons gotten. Hey, man, I'm so nice to so many people. Let me be mean to this wizard. Just let me be mean to the wizard. Okay, let's grab a shovel and grab some dirt. Nope, that's a dark crystal. There's some dirt. Oh, thanks. Thank you for your dirt contribution, you weird wizard. See how he's just throwing dirt? Okay, maybe Merlin does count as a piece of dirt because he literally just threw dirt out of his magic wizard sleeves, okay? I'm right about this. Yeah, well, I will make him cry before he makes me cry. Do I have enough dirt now? What is rich soil? What is rich soil? I thought I just needed regular soil. Do I need to pay money for this soil? What is rich soil? Okay. Rich soil. Rich soil. And it's just everywhere. How do I know the difference between soil and rich soil? Oh my. Do I have to make the elixir and then dump it on the ground? Is that what it is? If Merlin is dropping dirt out of his sleeves, he might be trying to tunnel out of town. I get that reference. He has a secret dirt dropping mechanism under his wizard robes. No, Merlin made the chat cry. I will make him cry before he makes me cry. Okay. Let's see. What can I do? Okay. No, I have Dreamlight. What do I need to make? I need to make rich soil. How do I make rich soil? And the game is frozen. What is rich soil and how do I do it? Do I have to buy it? Okay, I can craft soil. Recipe, 1 rich soil. So I can turn... I Is rich soil gonna help me get into the Egyptian afterlife? Like, I don't know. So this is telling me that I can make regular soil out of rich soil. How do I get rich soil? I've never in my life seen rich soil. Do I just keep digging? Okay, I'm gonna keep the wizard because he gives me extra dirt. But I gotta look this up. Okay, Dreamlight Valley, rich soil. I've never encountered rich soil in my life. It's not easy, but here's how you get rich soil. Stock up on wheat seeds. I need to do farming. I need to put down 300 crops. All right. Welcome to turning my idyllic walkable village into a plantation. Cool. I'm gonna find the cheapest crop, which is wheat. Assign farming buddy and start planting. And harvesting and planting. Plant while it's raining to get the watering taken care of naturally. It's not raining, man. I can't wait. Continue the thankless process until you have the 10 rich soil that you need. So I just need to... Based on the different figures players are reporting, getting 10 rich soil might take anywhere between 150 and 700 harvests. 700 harvests. Okay. All right, let's buy as much. Just when the game was about to get good. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna have some of my peach tea now. Okay. The load screen on this game is incredibly long. By the way, continue the game. So the previous load screen, thank you for the hydration check. I'm gonna sub out the ice cap's done, so I'm gonna sub out the hydration check for the peach tea. There we go. Peach tea. Yeah, it's done by Gameloft. Has Gameloft done other things that are interesting? Gameloft. 6'4". I will not let you forget that, Taters. List of latest games. Have I heard of any of these games? Disney's Magic Kingdoms. Disney's Getaway Blast. Dragon Hunter, Gangstar, Ice Age games, Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed, Lego Star Wars Castaways, Minions Rush, My Little Pony's Friendship is Magic. So Gameloft, I guess, does a bunch of mobile games? The Oregon Trail. Huh? Excuse me? Okay. All right. Okay. They remade The Oregon Trail with respectful representation. Gotta love it. All right. Okay. This is not available on Nintendo yet. But, oh boy, when it is, ooh buddy, when it is. I mentioned it last week. What did I mention last week? Why? Taters, do you want your kids to die of dysentery? In a video game? I'm using that phrase not sarcastically this time.
Hey there.
I haven't played Oregon Trail since like grade 4. This is so cool. Okay, what were you doing? Oh yeah, we were buying let's start with 100. Why not? Start with 100 waves of grain. Just get to planting, I guess. Okay, let me get a digging companion to make this go a little bit better. Digging. Merlin can dig. Okay, I don't want to hang out with Merlin. Where's Wally? Where's Wally? Wally's right here. Okay, let's talk to Wally. Hey, Wally. Where you at, Wally? Wally, can you... Sorry to make you get up. Can you help me dig for a bit? Let's hang out. You're going to help me dig. Thank you. All right. Welcome to... Adil already made the joke, but welcome to Disney's Farmville. This is 5 by 2. We need 5 by 20 in order to make it work. So let's do 5 by 20. I'm not counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, don't have room for 20. Okay, that's all the space that I have. Ooh, I got a thingy. Did I get a thingy? I didn't get a thingy. I'm just closer to my goal. My side quests. I want R2-D2 to meet Wally. I feel like they have. At least in fan art they have. Just like Stitch and Grogu have met in just all of the fan... No! In all of the fan art. I'm sure Wally and R2-D2 have met in fan art. I'm not going to Google it on stream because Googling fan art in public is never a good idea. But I will allow you to do that in the privacy of your own home. Oh, I gotta water this plant real quick. Have you seen the combination Stitch and Grogu where it's like a fuzzy green baby? That's like half Stitch, half Grogu. That one's a pretty cute one. But again, not Googling fan art. I'll get TOS'd immediately. I'm just gonna dig up my whole backyard. I think that's gonna make the most economical sense. I can't dig too close to this tree though. I'm assuming because it's the roots, but it's probably because of some game mechanic. Am I out of spoons just from digging up this yard? I'm about to get the spoons notification. I'm not even talking to anyone. Wally doesn't talk. I'm out of spoons. Homesteading. Yeah, may as well be playing Oregon Trail at this point, right? Thanks, Gameloft. Thanks for that. Can I dig a hole here? Nope, too close to the house. Okay. That's going to be my garden. Let me dig up this magical hole too. Get the magic crystals. go home, get some spoons, and then I can start planting. Actually, I'm going to dig another plot first, now that I have Wally here. Not much came up. Not much is supposed to come up. I get the rich soil when I when I plant the crops, not when I dig the holes. So I'm going to put my next plot over here, and I'm going to do just kind of the same thing. A 5 by whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, sorry, I meant not much came up when I Google Wally in R2. Ah, gotcha. I didn't realize that that was filtered. I don't remember turning on a not safe for work filter for the chat. I know I have it for text to speech, but not for chat. Midwest. See, this is all regular dirt. This is all regular dirt, but no, I need the brand new Wednesday update, coveted rich dirt. Oh gosh. Do any of you guys watch HeadGum? This is going to be a shot in the dark. I don't think anybody does. Somebody made a Jake and Amir reference, or somebody liked my Jake and Amir reference earlier. Default filters. Oh, that filter. I thought you meant like the message. But also my Google filters are turned off, which is why I don't Google anything on stream. But there's a character in Jeffrey the Dumb called Filthy Rich, and that's who I'm envisioning when I think of all this rich soil. My filters are off as far as I'm aware. They used to be, but they're on. They don't do a great job. Because they're still filtering out for words. I don't think the AI is sophisticated enough to know what images are. They just know if images are next to bad words. Okay. Wally likes to watch me work up a sweat and throws coins randomly. Yeah, so in this game, each of your friends is good at a task that you have to do. So Wally is one of my mining friends, which means he watches me mine, and if I accidentally dig up some dirt or some money, he will throw some more dirt and more money. So I get double the dirt and double the money. That's why I keep him around. Now, time to find a friend that's good at planting. Not Merlin, not Wally, not Maui, not Moana. Remy. Okay, let's see if Remy is awake. Otherwise, the backup plan is... Minnie. Okay, let's see if Remy and Minnie are awake. Remy's at home. Minnie's right here. Let's talk to Minnie. Okay, you know what? I'm going to have a conversation with you just so we can be more friends. What could you possibly want? Something on your mind? I have but little thought exercise for you. Oh, I have a little thought. Which villager do you think should be most delicious? Dang it, none of the answers are people's names. This isn't a fun thought exercise. This is all strictly hypothetical, of course. Though it does feel as if my diet has been strictly hypothetical lately. Wow. Sassy Scar. That's who I got it from. You put so many limitations on what I'm allowed to eat. I'm practically skin and bones. How about some delicious vegetable snacks? I'm a carnivore, you ingrate. What? Okay. All right. At least the friendship meter went up.
Oh, hello.
Is there a reason you're bothering me? No, there isn't.
Run along now. And
Okay.
remember, it's our...
And Minnie's gone. Where did Minnie go? I need Minnie. Minnie is down in the corner, behind the bushes. Excuse me, Anna. Excuse me, Anna? Okay. Hi, Minnie. I feel like Ursula would be the best. Out of the people who live in this village, Ursula is the calamari of the group. So let's eat Ursula. Plus, she's got plenty to go around. Donald is tiny. He's like 3 feet tall. I mean, I guess everybody's tiny compared to me, but... Planting some wheat with a T, so I don't get TOS. Oh, hi, and you missed earlier in the stream when Ariel was walking around. Ariel is a human now, so I don't think she'll taste like a fish anymore. I'm out of spoons already? Also, this must be new for the Wednesday update. Why does it look like... Why does my screen turn into Call of Duty when you get shot too much? Like, why is there black and white and it turns red around the edges like I'm at video game war? What is up with that? Yeah. So I'm not going to eat Ariel unless this wasn't a kid-friendly stream. That's new. That wasn't there last week. Okay, back to planting some plants. I guess I don't need Minnie here. Because I only get bonus friendship when I'm planting stuff. I only get bonus rewards when I harvest. So, like, she doesn't need to be here. Okay. No taters. I'm also a kid, so this needs to be a kid-friendly stream. I'm such a young and... Duck tastes good if you cook it right. I do like duck. I just like calamari more. That's what I said to your mom, Podius. That's how you know that we've hit the 3-hour mark. Akil has stopped making sense. Yeah, pretty much. You know what they say, don't act your age, act your shoe size. So, I'm definitely 12. Midwest. You know what? I have a rant to say about the Midwest. On that Aladdin movie, one person got really, really angry that I was mad at the racist. So act your age, taters. And they're like, he came off as really mean and rude. Like, you can educate people without being mean about it. I'm from the Midwest, and we definitely do anything like that. I'm from the Midwest, and he said it like in multiple comments that he's from the Midwest, and he wouldn't dream of doing anything like that in the Midwest. And I'm like, sir, I am from Colorado. If you are in the Midwest and you drive 45 minutes, you're in my neighborhood. So it's like, hey, you're arguing about cultural differences. We're from pretty much the same culture. Like, I don't know how you do things in Nebraska, but in Colorado, we do not tolerate racism. Except for Senator Boebert. We tolerate her just fine. But, like, I know saying, like, respectable culture is coded language for stuff, but, like, it's so apparent. And that's one of the reasons why I specified that I'm from Colorado in the follow-up video about the glottal stops. Just in case that person was watching and they're like, oh, in my culture, we don't do this. I'm like, well, I'm from your culture. So I know I missed one. I'll go back. I'm auto planting right now. So I don't get to control the direction that I go in. There we go. Auto planting. Sometimes you miss them when you're auto planting. See, I missed one there too. You're planting cars? Yes. Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second. We're going to do another outfit change. And this time, ka-chow. Now I'm planting cars. Now I'm auto planting. Put on my Lightning McQueen jacket. See, that's what I love about this game, is it's just, you just get to wear Disney merch. I'm still waiting for them to make a real life. So before this game came out, there was a PC game that was just a character customizer. And if you use that character customizer, see, I'm out of spoons and I'm bleeding in the eyes. And if you use the character customizer, then you get a limited edition or like an exclusive virtual spirit jersey. That was the one I was wearing a few seconds ago. And I need that in real life. I need a real Dreamlight Valley spirit jersey. I don't know what I'm going to do without it. There's a person that makes Disney spirit jerseys on Etsy, and I bought 2 from them, but I don't know if they have the rights to make one that actually has a Disney Dreamlight Valley logo on it. Auto harvesting. All right. So the stuff that Minnie's throwing out. Oop. This should be the rich soil. It's healing your inner child by playing dress up. Nope, just wheat. Nope, just wheat. Nope, just wheat. Nope, wheat. What? There's no coin and a memory. Memories all alone. That wasn't a memory, that was a coin. This, yeah, I can't control the direction of the auto harvest and the auto planting. Hey, excuse me. I've seen cats 3 times. Okay? 3 times. If I don't get any rich soil from this entire crop, I'm gonna, like, I don't know, end the stream maybe. None of this is rich soil. This is all... Okay. This is wheat. This is wheat. This is wheat. This is wheat. Why is there wheat over here? There's wheat over here. Ah, there we go. Ah, that's the rich soil. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I'm talking about the movie. I've only seen Cats in theaters once. The other 2 times was the movie. I like the movie. It was very far-flung. That's wheat. That's wheat. This is wheat. This is wheat. Any rich soil in front of the house, apparently? No. Okay. This is wheat. 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 Okay. That I accidentally planted. That's more wheat. Okay, let's harvest this wheat and see what happens. Cats was the last film I saw in theaters before the pandemic. But I have since seen films, namely Black Adam, which I was on the Geek Show about. Also terrible, but also fun. If you missed the podcast, my overall rating was it's a 6 if you don't know who Black Adam is, and it's a 1 if you do. Because apparently it just ruins the character.
For tonight's late night snack, I'm thinking...
All right. Any more rich soil for me, Minnie? Any more rich soil? Is this rich soil? Is this regular soil? As regular soil. Hi, Elsa. Any more rich soil? That's wheat. That's a flower. I'll pick it up anyway. What's that? That's a hole in the ground. Get some berries. Why not get some berries? Okay. How much rich soil do we have? We have 4. We have 4. 4 rich soils. Yeah, Black Adam was marketed a whole lot, and The Rock did a lot because it was a passion project for him. That's not a ghost, that's Elsa. That's Elsa. Everybody say hi, Elsa. She's reading a letter. Yeah, the article that I found is 150 to 700 crops. And after this, I'm just finishing up my first 100. Okay, let's water these, and I'm gonna go buy some more wheat, I guess. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wait for those guys. Let's go buy some more wheat. Aren't you so glad you tuned in for this high octane stream where I plant 700 ears of wheat? The farming mechanic does leave a lot to be desired. It does. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me buy some of this wheat. Wheat. 100, 99 wheats. Also bullying Merlin. I've never done that before in this game. I've never bullied Merlin before because usually he's always so nice. I think I was just salty that he thinks I'm illiterate. Because, the sign was there. He knew the sign was there. He knew the sign had instructions. And he made me hang out with him anyway. Okay, so this is Wally's garden. Ah, there's some wheat. Okay, let me grab this wheat. And actually, if rich soil comes from... I'm just going to empty out Wally's garden. My inventory is full. Okay, let me go sell everything in my inventory real quick. When I play D&D, I always threaten to turn it into the game into Farmville. Yes. Go on this adventure and then come back before your crops die. No, I need to hold on to that. Actually, no, I don't need to. Let me get rid of everything. I need that for the mission. Get rid of that. Keep the wheat. I'll keep that. I'll keep the root beer ingredients just in case. Sell the wheat and that and that and that. Keep the rich soil. Sell the wheat. Sell the candy. Sell the candy. Sell the candy. Get rid of the flour. Get rid of the wheat. And get rid of the gold. Get rid of the tomatoes. Get rid of this. Get rid of the seaweed. Get rid of the lobster. This thing. This thing. This thing. This thing. And this. Sure. No, I'll keep the sugar cane so I can make more. So I can make more root beer later. Okay, get rid of all that. Imagine hiring people to keep the farm and then legit trying to come back and collect the profits. Yeah. There's a plague of rats. We'll take care of it. Let's go plant some seeds. Oh, I did sell 2 fish. Okay. Make the DM figure out how weird D&D economics. Unless, like, what if you're playing a bunch of different races that have a bunch of different currencies, and like they value different items differently? Like if you plant oranges, I guess, I feel like dwarves would pay a lot for oranges because like they don't get sunlight. They need the vitamin C. Does oranges have vitamin D? This is stealing. It 100% is stealing, but it's one of the game mechanics, so I'm going to keep doing it. Besides, his house is right here. I could steal stuff from inside if I wanted to. Minnie is just cheering you on as you steal Wally's crops. Minnie is supposed to be giving me some soil. Hey Wally, I'm just gonna... Can I say sorry? I have something to give you. Here is one of the corns that I stole from your garden. Look how happy he is. He's so happy. Look at how happy he is. Because I gave him a corn. Okay, bye, Wally. I like the difference of reaction between Haley and Hyan. Okay. Yeah. There we go. I'm gonna harvest some bananas too. So now that this is empty, because Wally doesn't harvest at all, I gotta harvest for Wally. So I'm really just doing him a favor. Let me sell all of his crops, and I'll buy him like a light bulb or something.
Hey there.
He loves that stuff. Onions, carrots, just the one. Corn, 1, snap peas, leeks, zucchinis, aubergines, whatever this is, 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 this, and the bananas. Okay, bye. What use does he have for vegetables as a robot? Well, if he was as intrepid as our friend Goofy here, he could open up his little vegetable stand. All right. Saturday. So Saturday is going to be a 24-hour stream, Hyan. I'm planning on starting at noon Mountain Time, so about 6 hours earlier than this stream was, and planning on continuing until noon on Sunday. So we'll see how that goes. I might end up passing out. But that's going to be a variety show more so than this. I'm going to have Lego sets, I'm going to have video games, and I'm just going to have chats. So it should be good. Woo to woo Eve. Eve's not here. I don't know where Eve is, but she's not here, and she's not in the magical portal where Wally came from. So I don't know what the Eve situation is here. All right, good night, Hyan. I'll see you hopefully on Saturday. If not, I'll see you whenever. Take care. Everybody say bye, Hyan. 3 to 10-ish, so I hope I can make some of it. Yeah, that's why I'm doing 24 hours, so that hopefully... Minnie, can you move, please? So that hopefully everybody can make, at least for a little bit. And I'll try to be entertaining the whole time. We'll see. All right, let's plant this wheat. I'm going to be planting wheat for the next, 20 hours. So if anybody else wants to go to sleep, you're more than welcome. Nice, taters. While this is going, I am getting some messages on here that I'm just going to double check. Okay. Now, what spots did I miss? That did sound like a lot of sirens. I am downtown. So every few, like, about once an hour or so, bunch of sirens happen. Most of the time, it's people just running red lights. Like, I've seen police cars approach a red light, turn on their sirens, blast through it, and then turn off their sirens. So I'm just assuming it's that. No, the sirens are here. Even though I'm far away from the ground, you can still hear the sirens and the train through the microphone, which makes my voice acting for work very difficult. Yeah, but it's just sirens. Most of the time I don't worry about it. It's either police officers running red lights, or it's peace officers harassing indigenous people. It's one of those. It's never anything good or useful. Last year there were a lot of fire drills, I think because people were trying to learn how to cook during the pandemic. And I lived across the street from a fire station. So I would hear like fire trucks constantly, nearly every day, from people just lighting fires. Hey, cool. The Flames are winning. If anyone follows hockey. I live by a hospital, so I mostly hear ambulances. Yeah, that was more than one vehicle, so that might be something going on. But I'm not going to worry about it. Am I going to be going on for a bit? Absolutely not. I think I'm going to finish this wheat crop and then peace out. It's 3.5 hours so far, so, and also this is a farming thing. So what I might end up doing is just finish this farming off stream, and then once I get all of my rich dirt, I will come back on Tuesday and stream with you guys. I got to deal with kid stuff, so I'll catch y'all later. Have fun, taters. Enjoy the kid stuff. Huge fan of kids. Not in a weird way. Yeah, and I'm gonna... It's one Lord of the Rings video. Night, taters. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this crop and then do the rest of the farming offline. See, is Chunk still here? This is why I didn't want to play the game. It's because that's what most of the game is, this. So I'm gonna, yeah. It's one Lord of the Rings video. Yeah, if you watch the theatrical cut, not if you're a real fan. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you showed up, taters. And if you're still having trouble with friends, like I said, my How to Make Friends class is on Tuesdays, so I will come with fresh information for every stream. And we can work through it together. I feel like a lot of people are going through something similar to what you're going through. I'm going through it as well. So let's be alone together. This is a place to be alone together. We're approaching Extended Edition. Yeah, so we'll end somewhere between Lord of the Rings Extended Edition and Justice League Snyder Cut. But let's just finish this last wheat harvest, and then we'll call it a night. I appreciate you too, taters. Thanks for just sticking around. All right, this wheat is watered. Let's go get the other wheat. I hope next time I play this, oh, it is the NB flag. I didn't realize that there was different flags. next time I play this, I'm hopefully it'll be raining in the game, so I don't have to water anything. But we'll see. Okay, anything fruitful here? Just wheat. Just wheat. Just wheat. Okay. Our options in the hand hearts. See, I haven't explored the hand hearts. I'm not a hand heart kind of guy, so I don't know. Also, that's like the early 2000s hand heart. That's like a 2010s hand heart. Where's the 2020 hand heart? Where's the one with the fingers? I'm seeing this. This is old people's hand heart. We need the young people's hand heart. Buy, not pan. Pan flag is a Romanian flag. Sideways. That's how I remember it. I think it's a Romanian flag sideways. It looks like a Romanian flag sideways. Okay, I don't know what this is, but let's harvest that. That's beans. Got some beans. Buy flag. Also, the fingers are covering the top part, so it's like, can you really tell? There's it. That's the Romanian flag. The pan-Romanian flag. Yep, that's the one, Haley. Alrighty. Da, 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 da. Okay, any rich dirt from this? That's wheat. It's wheat, wheat. Ah, 1. Hi, Remy. That's 2. We got 6. We need 10. Oh, we have 9. We have 9. This might be it. I might get all the rich dirt by the end of this harvest. And then I'll have 200 things of wheat to still plant. Got all that wheat for no reason. Look at all that dirt that can buy and sell stocks. Look at all that dirt that can invest in property and take it away from the people who need it. All right, after all of this wheat, if I just get one more piece of rich dirt, then we're done. Then we are done. I'm still probably going to end the stream even if I get the rich dirt, but we'll know that next time we can continue the story. Ah, yes! All right, we got the rich dirt. We got the rich dirt. Can afford to buy a house in Vancouver. Yeah. Okay. I think we're done. I'm going to save the game. Because if I don't, it's going to cause problems. So let's save the game. Thank you, Minnie, for your help getting me all that rich dirt. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, everyone, for staying. Go back to here. I had a really good time. I did. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. Thank you to Empress Jen in like a few months when I upload this to YouTube. Thank you, Hyan, for gifting subs. Thank you to everyone who subscribed and resubscribed. I really appreciate that. I mentioned it last stream, but I got my first Twitch paycheck last week. $61 after 9 months of streaming. So I'm excited. I'm certainly excited about this. Obviously, I don't want to ask people for money. I don't want to ask people for gifts and subs and stuff. But I really do appreciate everything that you guys do. And if this becomes more viable for like job purposes, then that means you guys get more time with me. You guys get more of my free therapy. And I get to spend more time with you guys. So I get more of my free therapy. And by free, I mean spending, hours a week staring at a screen, which is not healthy, but at least you guys are on the other side of that screen. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to head out. I'm going to go to bed. It's 9:30. And I'm trying to get to bed at a reasonable hour. I do have work in the morning. So I will see you guys on TikTok tomorrow. I will see you guys on stream on Saturday. I think it's Saturday, Sunday if you're Australian, I guess. Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.